I say 3 minutes starts now.
Midwest SPL, louder than ever, bringing you the fire. It's DJ Rusticles.
Don't turn it up anymore.
One of these days you're going to pull up your Facebook and there's going to be titties.
I try to be careful. Hopefully nobody's setting on fire today. I do have a little challenge for us today though.
Can everybody hear us?
Yeah. The music's going. A couple more minutes, we'll get this bitch started. Well, thanks for the $4.99 already. We didn't even say anything yet.
Yep, I was just what I was thinking. They crossed over to 24 dB.
We haven't started yet. Well, hello and welcome to Sundown After Dark, episode 39, I think is what we're at now. We're a bit of a skeleton crew today. We're doing things early. We're doing it live because I don't have time to edit things because I'm going on vacation soon. So, so anyway, we're going to go ahead and do a little show today. It is the show before Halloween, so we might talk about some scary stuff. Why not? And once we get Donnie in this room, that's kind of his cup of tea, so I'm sure he'll have some input. And for those of you that saw the Facebook post, I did post up something earlier today, basically asking people to send us scary stories. You can either send it to our Facebook. You can do it now if you want, because we are live. You send it to our Facebook, the Messenger through Sundown After Dark. And if you're not subscribed to that on Facebook, go ahead and hit the like button, please. Same thing with this channel. Hit the like button if you haven't already done that. And the other thing you can do, what we would rather you do, is call our phone number and leave us a voicemail. The phone number is 252-969-0005. Again, 252-969-0005. Tell us a scary story. We want to hear it. And let's see who we got in here. We got Mr. Jake here today so far. I think Thomas is rolling in. He probably went to go get beer, I bet you. Either that or he's pooping. And then Donnie's probably still working, but he should be in here any minute.
Oh, what's up, Wednesday?
Hey, Wednesday. You got a bunch of Asian letters going on in there.
So I was going to answer, I don't know if Third Eric could hear me, but the crossovers are 24 dB.
What's his question? Because we have to, the people that ask questions, when this video gets watched later on, those people don't always see the question. So what was his question?
He said, yo, fellas, recently got a SCV 6K. What is the crossover, 24 dB or 12 dB? He said it's got his single 15 banging. So I said the crossover is 24 dB on low pass and subsonic filter.
Sweet. And thank you very much for the super chats. And again, super chats is open. If you guys watched the show last week or two,
what's up, Donnie?
2 people here.
hey,
There's
we're
3
making
people here
We're
now.
making it happen, Donnie. We're making it happen.
Thomas is coming back.
Have you a seat?
Watching?
Have you a seat?
All right.
I think that was Thomas's seat, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, super chats are open. If you guys watched the episode, was it like 2 weeks ago that we did? Super chats went crazy. We ended up getting a bunch of money. Thank you very much. I put that towards the bill I have for the microphones, and we got some beer with it. And I actually got some breakfast for everybody yesterday. Before we did the trucks, we had 2 containers we had to do yesterday. I'm still hurting from that shit, and the one we did today. 4 containers total this week, guys, of just stuff, and most of that stuff's already sold.
Yeah, we might get a 5th container too still.
Jesus.
Yeah, but you're gonna be on vacation.
I will be on
You don't even
vacation.
have to worry
You know
about
what, Donnie? I've done three containers so far this week. I'm good.
it. Yeah.
And you were on vacation last week.
Yep.
I don't hear nothing. I hope you had a good
that's cool.
time.
No, that's cool.
You know that meme with the 4 frames and the last one's the skinny kid? It's like, you guys get vacation, that's me.
Shut up, Jake. You can do whatever you want whenever you want.
I
I don't want
cannot.
to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
No.
You have the ability to do that.
Can't do it.
You can do it. You just choose not to stuff. You know what? Every once in a while you go overseas, go to Mexico every year.
Rarely, yeah.
You know, you usually go to Mexico once a year, you know.
You got to skip this year.
You go to Ecuador.
I would love to go back there. That was awesome.
Next time you go, you got to go check out our dealer out there because that guy's pretty cool.
Do you remember what city he was in?
He was down where it's hot in Ecuador, like down towards the coast.
Oh, he's at the coast.
Like near where you fly in, I think. Is
I
where,
fly into the capital.
Yeah,
Quito.
He's down that way. So, all right, let's see. We got any questions here?
There's only 7 people. That's crazy.
You know what? It's 4
9.
o'clock.
Oh, it's 9.
It's 4 o'clock on a what's today?
I thought,
Tuesday.
I thought it was 5. Like I thought I was doing RMA responses.
Yeah.
I guess
My
I should
phone
share
going.
it.
Yeah, you can share it. That'd be nice. That'd be sweet. Is everybody here? I'm still having troubles kind of getting all this mixer shit
Let's see here.
working.
What's going on?
Do I sound
Share.
good? Oh.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Sounds
you
good
can
on,
hear me.
on my end.
Well, the way that we hear it on our headphones is not how they hear it apparently on the tubes.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I have such a hard time. Can you turn your sound down, please?
Hold on, I'm
Jake?
just sharing the video. And it's auto playing.
All right.
There we go.
We do have a little bit of a challenge, and this is my son gave us something that we have to try. He'll probably end up popping in on the thing here a little bit, I bet you. So I'll make sure. I hope that he watches us do it.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to do it.
It's not bad, buddy.
I don't want to do it.
It's
It's not
bad.
spicy,
It's not spicy.
I don't want to do it.
but
It's
you're
not
going to
spicy.
do it, Donnie.
I don't wanna
And
do it.
we do have a couple phone calls of some scary stories that we're gonna share later on today.
You know, I do have hot beef jerky in my office. I should go get that after the...
Is it actually hot?
I haven't tried it. JP sent it to me.
No,
Oh.
no, don't go get it. How about
So-
you don't?
So my son, him and my daughter and their mom, they went out to, I think it was Gatlinburg a couple weeks ago, and they were at the beef jerky store, and my son goes, hey, my dad likes hot things, and he likes to do hot things on his podcast. So he asked the guy at the counter, he's like, hey, what's the hottest beef jerky you have? So the guy sells it to him, and I tried it the other day, and it was not very spicy. It was nothing compared to anything we've ever tried.
Yeah.
So
Sundown should make cigars.
you gotta get that liquor out first.
I'm working on it, bro.
What is up with that? Because people ask every once in a while.
Well, my business partner is a pharmacist in a hospital, so he's been pretty busy with COVID.
Yeah.
So he hasn't been.
But there's things in the works, and they are
there's a bunch
aging,
of stuff.
right?
There's a bunch of stuff aging. Yeah.
We should have cigars that are like.
What
it's like-
is aging?
It's like sun up and sundown, like the different.
Hey, Thomas,
different
look at you,
blends.
buddy.
We got.
Thanks, man.
We got some whiskey. and we also have
hold on one
our
second.
base liquor product.
Move forward this way more and bring that mic. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, like we got whiskey and we have a base liquor we're going to use to make salted caramel, and then we have a vanilla vodka.
Okay.
Things like
so we're
that.
doing some flavored stuff. Are you doing a scotch? I thought that was like one of the first things you were going to do.
We can't call it scotch, but
Right.
yeah, we are aging,
American peated whiskey.
We are aging a single malt whiskey that is scotchy.
Kyle wants to know if we're ever going to come out with home audio. Well, Jake has been working on
Yeah.
some stuff. I don't know if you're going to.
viewers.
I don't know if you're going to brand it as Sundown.
No, well, there's a couple things. There's me and Stereo Integrity, Nick Lemons, who was supposed to be on the show today. Nick, I hope you're watching.
Yeah, he doesn't watch this. He doesn't
We were
care.
we're coming back out with a HT18. It's been a joint project with us.
Right.
We're coming back out with it for next year. I just got the basket in today for it.
It is pretty sexy.
We tooled a really nice stamped steel basket. It's 2 millimeter thick steel.
I've never felt a stamped steel
Very-
frame
very high end.
that thick.
Yeah.
It's
Very high end.
thick.
And so and the amps that I've been testing are going to be
There you
branded
go.
like
There you go, Thomas.
JF audio.
Try it.
Check.
I had that one turned off because nobody was over there.
Hello, everyone.
Skip thinks Nick and I are the same person. As apparently he thinks that our voice sounds the same.
No.
Not in real life.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
All right, so since it's like a Halloween theme, this episode I figured
we ain't wearing nothing.
we would drink something very scary.
Oh, is that
Oh, no.
Is that bootlegger?
No,
No.
better.
Oh no!
What
So
is
take
this?
one,
What
pass
is
it
this?
around.
I don't wanna. I
Take
don't
one,
wanna.
pass it
I'm
around.
leaving.
What?
I'm leaving.
I'm
taking
glad
that
my,
one.
I'm
Jimmy,
glad
leave it.
my drive is 2 seconds from here.
That's yours, Donnie.
I don't want it.
I thought you liked the lemon one.
I haven't tried this one though.
Here, don't leave out your host. He's all the way over here. I gotta.
I don't want to do it.
Come on,
Uh,
Dad.
That'll be
Kyle,
fine.
for home theater,
Human
are
science.
you thinking more theater or are you thinking more music?
I
Why
don't
is everyone
wanna
still
do
talking
this.
about me?
This is what we're
Because
doing.
everybody loves you. That's Wednesday.
Okay.
I don't-
Hello, I see you.
I don't want this. Can I throw it away?
I'm glad you're here.
You know, I'm
I'll
glad- I'm
try
glad-
to behave.
I'm glad Sean said that. I actually kind of like the clip stuff for like entry level stuff. For
How about
theater.
this? How about this? Donnie, Thomas, Jake. Let's go ahead and open this. Give it a little shake.
I don't want to drink.
You just,
Johnny.
I wouldn't.
Johnny,
Listen. I can't chug, but just drink it as fast as possible.
So,
what are we gonna do?
We're gonna
don't
toast.
want to.
We're gonna. This is the pregame.
But I
It's
don't-
called pregame. It's right there.
Here, guys.
This
Toast
is
it.
a very
Donnie,
shitty
hold on. Donnie, we've had a very stressful day, haven't we? not?
Four
I
Loco
don't
shot.
want to do this.
We've had a stressful day.
I don't want to
want-
do this. You're gonna make me eat bugs
Have we
and
not-
drink lighter fluid.
Have we not had a stressful day?
Everybody's
Yes.
gonna think we
Well,
abused
then,
Donnie.
Let's just have some fun. Here, come on. This is it.
Hey.
You guys aren't gonna see me until next Monday.
I'm so tired.
Where are you going?
Salud.
Cheers,
Salud,
fellas.
salud.
Cheers.
Donnie got back from a 4-week vacation. He's tired.
Just. Oh shit.
Hate you all.
That was all right.
Jesus Christ. Dude, I'm getting okay. Yeah, I deserve that. I deserve everyone throwing shit at me for
Thomas,
making y'all
thank
drink
you
that.
for the bootlegger.
All right. So
Oh,
where was I here?
I know people are gonna say shit in the comments. I can't chug. Okay, I just can't. I know.
but
We've
you-
addressed it.
But you have no
I
problem.
was gonna say something about home theater again here. What's honestly a really
I was gonna
really
say
really
something
good
about
plug and play
12.
setup is Sonos.
I can't hear you over there.
Sonos does
the
sound
12th
really good.
dick, Thomas.
The 12 dicks. Yeah, we all know about the 12.
Yeah, Sonos stuff is that's actually what I have on my TV in my living room. I have a Sonos sub and a Sonos soundbar, and it honestly sounds phenomenal considering the size of it and the cost of it, in my opinion. And you can actually do like surround with the other you can get the Sonos Play ones and you do surrounds with them and stuff like that. It's actually really nice. Yeah, man.
Skip
Let's see.
the room. The room is a lot bigger than the last room. Actually, we have
It-
four
it actually
monitors.
is, yeah.
I've got here. Let me see if I can.
The last room, there was
So-
tricks in
Yeah.
place to make it
So
look larger.
I've got these two monitors here. and
Brian
then-
knows all about tricks to make it look larger.
That's exactly it. That's how I do it. So I got these two monitors here. Then across from me, which is where that camera is mounted that you're looking at right now, there's a 55-inch TV that camera's on. Above that is a 32-inch TV. And it has the same thing that I'm seeing on my monitors. That way everybody at the table can see what I'm seeing. If I ever
Why
need to play
does
a video.
the thing keep going to 0?
Man, don't worry about it.
I don't know.
Don't worry
That
about
ain't
that.
right.
That's concurrent. I don't know what that means. It's whatever. We're
So,
just doing
that's
a show.
concrete.
Okay?
So Wednesday wants to know what my favorite anime besides One Piece is. If you're talking about something that's like long running, honestly, probably Naruto. Yeah, way up there. There's a lot of other short animes that I really enjoyed a lot too.
Yeah.
Jake Bears lost last night
Yeah, I know, man. It's unfortunate, but they can't win them all.
to the scams.
Just like I mentioned before, now that there's more people viewing, we would like to hear some spooky stories, some scary stories. So
I
go ahead.
love spooky stories.
So go ahead.
Do you want to hear something adorable before we
Hold
get
on,
started?
I have to just let me do my thing.
Okay.
You give them one for.
You have to.
One for Loco.
I would like you to call them in and send us as a voicemail.
Hey, Brian.
The phone number is 252-969.
What's your favorite cheese?
0005.
I like Gouda.
Again, 252-969-0005.
Did you get a haircut?
You always get haircuts.
You look great, man.
And I got my second. I got vacation tomorrow with my girlfriend. We have to look sexy.
Oh,
you
that's
know?
right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's our first time together, going out somewhere far away for a couple days.
Is this
Not far
just
away.
You
It's,
two?
it's just us two.
You're
yeah.
gonna eat some cheese while you're there?
I will.
Yeah,
eat cheese.
buddy.
I'll
I don't-
eat
Some
all of it.
queso.
It just sounded dirty.
Queso.
But I don't know.
That's a joke in Spanish.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's why I said it.
Yeah, we do have some voicemails. We'll let them load up a little bit first.
Those are solid, Skip. Those are solid.
This stuff is rotten, dude.
Yeah, no, it's awful.
Canned
bad.
cheese. Mm.
It just gets you. It's like, in my opinion, coffee should hurt, whiskey should hurt. Like it's part of
Well,
what
this
lets
shit
you know
didn't
you're
hurt.
alive.
This shit was really sweet. It's probably gonna give me heartburn later.
We're gonna have Wednesday on the show.
So it's
apparently
just bad.
November.
Is this supposed to have like caffeine in it or some bullshit?
No,
Isn't it from Four
no,
Loko?
it's just
it is.
it's just a bunch of bullshit. No, they had to actually. Four Loko got in trouble for having caffeine in
The
there.
man made him take
I thought
it
they
out.
just had to retard a little bit the caffeine that was in there.
Retard a little bit of the, oh, now I said it. Okay, that's it.
That's my
demonetized.
word. When you have to bring something down
We
to
are
a lower
fucking
standard.
canceled.
All right, you guys want
It's
to
on
try
the
this?
ruler.
Yeah, yeah, it is on that ruler up there.
I don't want to eat bugs.
Why not,
All
man?
right, all right. So I've already tried one of these. I'm not gonna tell you what it tastes like, but it's all right. You're gonna do just fine.
I don't want to do it.
What, bugs?
We're eating.
Yeah, man. We're gonna eat bugs.
No, I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
you are.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not.
dude.
Yeah, we're gonna
What
do
is it? Is it cricket?
It's mealworms.
Millworms?
So here's what we got.
They're cheese
They're
flavored.
called cheese flavored larvettes.
Is this really cheese? Like, I didn't even.
Yeah, so this is a real thing. My son got this for us to do on
Okay.
the podcast, and he says that we have to. He said Donnie especially has to do this.
I don't want to.
He actually said
we're
he wants
eating
to watch
bugs.
Donnie do it. So
Do I
these
just
are
have to eat one?
these look like they look like mealworms.
Can I
honestly.
just eat one?
Yeah, you just eat one. There's a
Oh.
bunch in here, but
This
yeah,
is the
just eat one.
stupidest.
Yeah, it's Halloween, and we're gonna eat some bugs.
You know, normally Thomas is the gay one, but Donnie's really bringing it up today.
I'm gonna do it.
Let's see here.
Wednesday, I'll see y'all in November. I think your father already spoiled that for me.
I'm gonna eat two like a badass. Here you
Now
go.
go do your homework. Go do
No,
something
yeah.
responsible. Don't watch this show. The show sucks. What is this shit?
Oh, Brett, I would totally down this in one shot for $50. Totally. That's nothing, dude. You better.
There we
you
go.
better
I got a little
step up
handful
your
of
game.
them suckers.
Oh God. Are they? Oh no.
Well, now I can't.
They're
I can't be a.
They're real bugs. They're real.
They were.
They're a little crunchy.
Yeah, man.
So what? Like that's good.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
All right.
So that's
well,
more than I have.
Here you go. Well, then get more.
Yeah,
I
Brian.
thought you just wanted to do one.
I did, but everybody else is doing
Oh,
the thing.
I got one with a lot of
Everybody else has a
flavor.
bunch.
I got
Hell
one
yeah.
out.
Joey's bringing
How
us
do you
treats.
know?
Huh? Is everybody ready?
I don't want to do this.
All right, let's
I don't wanna
down
do
the
it
hatchet.
All right. 1, 2,
Can
3,
I
go.
stop? Can I not?
Oh, they're fine.
Tastes like cardboard.
Yeah.
Tastes like cardboard. There's a hint
So
of
unhappy.
there's a hint of cheese.
I got to tell you, I like ants better.
Yeah.
You know, if you would have made those spicy,
You can't even tell that they're a bug. You know.
You know, that's the future of protein, Donnie, is insects.
I do need to drink.
You know, I've always wanted to eat crickets.
Yeah,
like
that's the future of
what is it?
protein. Everybody go vote. Oh, I don't think I can say that. I don't think you can say, like,
Go vote. You can tell people to vote.
You can.
You just can't tell people who to vote for because
Randy Marsh, 2020. I thought this was America.
Clayton Bigsby, 2020. Well, we did that, and
I will say, it's like
son. I'll eat some more.
just the idea that I ate bugs is like uncomfortable, but they didn't taste like anything.
Thomas, I watched the new Tremors movie.
Yeah, is it
Come on.
good?
There's
Yeah,
new
it's
Tremors.
pretty-
Jimmy,
Yeah,
come on
dude.
in.
Yeah,
Hey, Jimmy,
they
you wanna try
genetically
these?
they genetically modify.
Jimmy, you want to eat some bugs?
Here,
It's good for you.
Pass this down to Jimmy.
It builds character.
It's like all protein,
Yeah,
isn't
we
it?
just ate them all.
Aren't bugs like pound per
just ate
pound?
They have a lot of protein
Well,
in there.
we all
The
ate them.
production
We all
inputs is
tried
lower
them.
than traditional meat, so they figure in the future people are going to have to eat a lot more bugs. I don't give a shit. I had crickets and ants and shit, and I thought they were fine.
I do want to
What's the
try like
seasoning
spicy
on 'em?
cricket. Or
I preferred
Cheese.
ants.
It's a cheese flavored. They're
Miller.
called
I
larvettes.
want to try it. So anyone getting any like bright ideas where they're gonna bring me a bucket full of this shit, I'm not doing
Yes,
it.
chapulines. That's what I ate.
I want to
Chapulines.
try it.
I tell
said.
you what, I'm not doing.
That's
I'm
exactly-
not,
that's
I'm
exactly
not
what I ate.
doing the guppy thing.
Chapulines.
I am not. I refuse to do the
Yeah.
guppy thing. Refuse.
The Guppy Challenge is what
The
it's called.
guppy challenge.
Charlie Dick is.
Eat guppies.
Charlie said integrity.
Charlie, I told you you can come on the
Yeah.
show. Come on in, buddy.
I'm not doing it.
I don't like fish in general.
I don't like fish either.
Oh, I love fish, man.
Although
Seafood
I
all
had
day
a-
if I could afford
Jimmy,
it.
that's just one. Eat a whole handful, man.
No, I'm good.
we
it's
we
just
all
a-
ate a whole
I
handful.
don't want to eat this.
Go for
Jimmy.
it.
Really, once you, it's,
It's like nothing, bro.
It's like nothing.
So in the differentiation,
Sorry if that was anticlimactic.
between like this
There's
and
nothing
like
to it.
this and like ants and crickets, like the crickets have a lot more chewy bits because they have so much leg. You know,
Yeah.
the ants are more like popcorn, and this was more like a very soft texture.
It's like cardboard.
So I prefer the ants, honestly.
Not quite. It was like
I ate the ants with habanero sauce.
it was like when you
Like a
get.
cheese
It's
head.
like when you
It's like a
crunch on the burnt ends of a tortilla.
Tortilla.
You know.
Yeah.
like falls apart.
I like squid, like
Yeah.
calamari.
Squid is great, man.
I always go for the legs
No,
first.
I
'cause
don't like
they're,
it.
they're the crunchy bits. I love the legs. Legs are my favorite part.
I'll tell you what was really good, man. When I ate that eel in China,
Eel's
I got to
good.
pick him out. Like they were like, "Here's the tank. Which one do you want?" I was like, "That one's name is Frank. I'm gonna eat him." You know, so they got Frank out of the tank. You know, and he's just like, "Ah, you know.
Frank out of the tank.
Yeah, exactly, Frank the tank."
And
So,
that mofo.
Frank's tank.
so he was all pissed off. He's like, "Ah," and they were like, then the guy just like slaps him on the table. It's like, "Boom, butcher knife, head." Blah. And so then they take it back into the kitchen. They gut the eel and just chop it. They leave all the bones.
How do you gut an eel?
They just cut it straight down the center and all the guts come
Oh,
out. So then they chop it up, leave the bones in it, and they made it into egg soup. It was really good.
egg. Oh, okay. Have fun with that shit. Anyway, so we do have some voicemails. Let me reload this.
Some
and see if
ghost
we got some
stories?
new-
Hey, real
Yeah.
fast.
Let's talk about some horror movies with you guys.
The new Tremors is on Netflix. Like the
Is it?
new one.
I want to watch it.
Yeah, I watched
I
it.
saw that it was on there.
I watched it while I was on vacation.
Oh shit! What was I?
Yeah, Shrieker Island. It's pretty cool.
We need to
better than I
plug
thought.
Ghost Stories. Ghost Stories is a
Does
good
it have
movie.
Reba McEntire in it?
I think it's
No.
on. What
Not
is it
Reba
on,
McEntire.
Donnie?
She was in the
Hulu.
first one.
Yeah.
She was the only one she was in. What?
Ghost Stories is on Hulu, right?
Ghost Stories is on Hulu.
Ghost Stories is on Hulu. It's awesome. Go watch it. Support movies like that.
Cool.
It's also British.
Excuse me.
All right, so we do have a
Is
voicemail.
that a
British
problem?
We do have a voicemail from a Pat, and it's a two-part. I guess the voicemail system only lets them put it on for so long.
No problem.
So hold on, let's see here. All right, what's the matter, Donnie?
Nothing. I just propping my bad leg up.
Did you poop?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, here we go. Let's listen to this. Listen to his story. It's a two-parter.
Hey, this is Pat. I was watching your last podcast, and you guys were telling ghost stories. And I have one that not only made me a believer, but it scared me so bad that I never went back out with these people or stepped
go back,
foot
you
in
have
the
to go
place
back.
that this happened to me at. But my friend's mom and stepdad were on Indiana Paranormal Hunters team or
That's your lane.
something of the sort, and there's a Civil War era cemetery out in the middle of Monroe Forest here in Indiana. And we went out to this cemetery, and it's been so long ago. I don't remember the names of the equipment that they used or anything like that,
Spirit
but
box.
they had all the equipment. They had the cameras, the
Spirit box.
frequency detectors and all that, different
All
stuff.
those
But
things.
me and my friend were,
Complicated
kind
ghost
of off
shit.
to ourselves doing our own little thing. And I had this camera, and I was just snapping pictures around because you couldn't really see what you were taking pictures of. It was so dark out there. So you'd take a few pictures, and then you check
Tip pick.
you check what you got. And my buddy went out out past the edge of this cemetery just to take a piss. And I'm kind
I
of
don't know why that was funny to me. I'm sorry.
just kind of going in a circle taking pictures.
And peeing at the same time.
And every time I went back and looked at
What
the
if there was a
pictures, and
ghost
every
peeing
time I
right
would turn
beside you?
around and kind of take a picture over his head, I would get a little orange orb thing. And to me, that didn't mean shit at the time. But it got closer and closer and closer to him.
Was it Jesus?
Every time I make a full
Gonna crush me, but
360-degree
not him.
turn, it'd be closer to him.
I give y'all one
And,
little Four Loco.
So I showed this to the quote-unquote experts,
That's pretty weird.
and they started asking questions out loud when Steve and I came and showed the quote-unquote evidence. They started asking questions, and they had these meters and stuff, and these meters would go off, like they'd go from green to red, and it just,
Oh yeah.
it was.
Part 1.
There's part 2. Here.
The sequel.
This is a continuance of my other voicemail. Sorry, I didn't realize I had a time limit.
That was just
I'll
a pre-story.
speed this up. So we started asking questions with these meters around, and they were jumping and everything. But all of a sudden, Steve, my buddy, started complaining about his back hurting. It burned. Is the description he gave us. And I'm like, and we turned on a flashlight and we pulled his shirt up, and there were 3 distinct marks just straight down his back, like something took
That's
3
He must have had a Four
nails,
Loko
whatever, and like fingernails and scratch straight down his back.
That's the
In the
stuff that
middle of
scares
his
me.
back, where he could not have scratched himself like that, especially such a perfect line.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now,
that's-
there could
that's
be
the-
other
that's
explanations,
scary shit.
obviously. But in the moment, it was so terrifying that immediately I left. I ran
Oh, yeah,
away
totally.
from everybody, dipped
I'd be
straight out of
gone.
that cemetery, and 10 years later, I have never, ever had even the thought to go back to this place. It not only made me a believer, but I am terrified
Wow.
Yeah,
to
man.
try and make contact with anything that I
Don't
can't
fuck with
see
dead things,
anymore.
man.
Yeah, you
It's
don't-
bad. It's bad.
And I've been in some pretty sketchy situations. The penitentiary is one of those,
Oh man, that's cool.
and being around the type of lifestyle in the
I would
streets
go to
that
a
I
penitentiary, like a haunted penitentiary.
put myself into.
I think he's saying he's been to. The
And as soon as I stopped
That
taking
was the
risks
scary
like
part.
that, I definitely didn't want to pick up
Sure.
paranormal stuff either. So I steer clear of all that stuff
Yeah.
anymore. But
I'm the
I
same way.
figured
Here's
that was
my
worth
theory.
sharing.
That's
Hold on.
pretty fucking crazy story.
Have a good one.
That's awesome,
So
man.
here's my
Thanks,
theory.
Pat.
Here's my theory on the paranormal.
Wait a minute. Speaking of back, Jimmy, is your back covered in fucking grass? What is
He
that,
just,
man?
he just mowed the
he
grass.
just mowed
I
the
just
lawn.
mowed.
It's not hard to figure out.
Bring that mic closer to you, Jimmy.
Look,
I
look-
just
No,
mowed.
it's just. It's
Look,
just.
look here, Nancy Drew. We have grass out there. And Jimmy is the one that mows it.
Yep.
It's
So
a true story. Ain't nothing paranormal about that
I
grass.
thought he was just like rolling around in his weed stash or something.
So that's the type of shit like what he experienced.
That's crazy.
That I don't want to ever have to experience. I've seen some weird shit, but like when it gets to the point where it's violent, I'm gone, dude. I'm gone.
Oh yeah, I think you have to. You got to be smart.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
That's
my theory is like
ghost.
my theory is like so. Let's just. I mean, I'm a believer in the paranormal. I think to a degree, but I think at a certain point you gotta take the red pill or take the blue pill. Like let's say it is a fact. You can just know that and it consume your life, and you're looking around everywhere for ghosts, or you're existing as if there's ghosts right beside you at all times, or you can just, live your life.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure the ghosts would rather you do. Right?
Yeah.
And another note, 1,000 years from now, there's going to be ghosts of us, like around here going, Bree! And then people are going to be having spirit boxes and trying to figure out, like, oh, did you hear that? He said G. He said G.
Hey, why don't we
dick?
let's see what we
What did I hear? Dicks.
It is kind of funny to me that you don't like the people who describe ghosts never describe like a ghost wearing like Jinko jeans or anything.
Yeah, it's always from a
Some emo
specific
guy
time
that
period.
killed himself.
It's always from like a period of trauma, like the Civil War or something.
the 80s.
The 80s. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was the last time we had a major war here in the U.S. was the Civil War. I don't think nothing really.
I really thought Bro was about to say the 80s.
No, I'm not that stupid. Let me go on vacation now.
When those vests were basically war, am I right? You know what I'm saying?
If I ever become a ghost, I'm trolling you all.
Please do.
Hey, what did we miss in
You
the comments?
troll us
Anything good?
now.
It's fun.
You
let's
gave us a
see.
pregame.
That's right.
And
No, we didn't miss anything.
that was a ghost.
That's what it sounded like. That's a huge bitch.
Take me to the circus.
My name is Jeff.
Yeah.
My name is
So we have a voicemail from our number one fan. Let's listen to that real quick. It's
Kendrell?
nothing. It's something
God
ghost
damn it!
related.
I can already see a thing.
What's up, guys? It's Ginger Ale.
Ransom and Nancy's.
Pardon me.
Rinky Dink Records.
I wanted to call and say thank you. You guys are really awesome. It's October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and you know how I am about that. And I always get a little, whatever the word is,
Emotional.
because I really do appreciate what Sundown Audio has done for me, helping me with my breast cancer bills. I really enjoy the podcast, Sundown After Dark. I mean, can't go wrong with Thomas the Train at all.
That's what,
You guys, I just watched the Sundown Unofficial video where Derek uses some DeWalt batteries, I think it was,
Yep.
to power that SFB 500D, which I was I laughed a little bit because
We were a little surprised ourselves.
I guess
Yeah.
1,012 watts, and I think they hit 1,014. Anyway, I'm not gonna make this too long. I just wanted to say thank you guys for all that you do. I appreciate Sundown Audio, Jacob Fuller, Brian, all of you guys, and just keep up the good work.
well,
thanks. Thank you.
thank you
Kendrell.
for being a fan.
Thanks, Kendrell. You're the man.
You know,
What's that, Thomas? You thinking hard? Right
well, I'm
there.
just trying to like make it short. But Jacob was explaining to me the other weekend about how Sundown Audio is it's about people.
Yeah,
That's the short version.
exactly.
Yeah, elaborate a little bit on that.
Well, he would have to. That's just what I took
Yeah.
away from
We
it.
were kind of having a conversation about like people here and all that, and and I was like, to me, it's a little bit more important to have like a cohesive like environment where everybody's cool with one another and all that. Like I'm not trying to bring everybody for the last single % of efficiency.
Right.
I like my people. I would like them to stick around if at all possible.
Oh, it's one of your employees.
Yeah,
And
my
then-
employees, and then it goes on to the customers. Like when I get a
Yeah.
customer, like I want to keep that customer. Like I'd rather them just stick with something. If I can do anything to help them out, but within reason.
We
I'm
try
not.
our best.
Yeah.
It's like we're a big happy family.
I'll say this.
Yeah, it's
this
like,
this
you don't ever get mad when people break prototypes.
yeah, this past year has been
Sorry, by the
a
way.
bit of a. This past 2 years has been a bit of a test,
Yeah.
a bit of a roller coaster, if you will. because we've had a lot of downs and then ups at the same, coming into this year.
It's been really weird.
And it's been just.
Ghosts have standards.
It's been wild. Like we just. Holy shit. It's hard for us to explain. We need help. We need to bring in some more people to help us out here, and we want to apologize if we don't get to you fast enough, because good Lord,
it's been crazy, man.
It's been just wild over here. I know my email is backed
nuts.
up. And I'm about to take a vacation because I can't handle shit anymore.
I think this is the only vacation I've ever known you take.
I took one 2 years ago. It was the last time I took an actual vacation.
You went fasting, right?
No, that
wasn't a vacation.
No,
that was like
after
a sabbatical.
after I moved here. Brian went to the mountains for a while.
Was that after you moved? Yeah, that was
because
June
Paige met you here. I was here.
Damn,
Yeah.
that Ryan Rules guy. Sorry, I'm glad that you're still alive, man. That sounds scary.
What happened there? Let's see.
Look at that. It's like burnt off a bunch of his skin and shit.
Whoa.
Wow. 2 months.
Holy
in the
crap,
hospital.
man.
Big boom. Lots Bernie.
Yep.
60% skin.
Orion
down.
Rules, if you want to tell us that story, phone number
If
is
you want to, man. If you want to.
252-969-0005. 252-969-0005.
Hope you're doing good now, man.
Yeah.
That is rough.
Man. So I'm gonna answer Brett's
Bunch of
question
people
here.
sitting there bitching online, and this dude legitimately gets 60% of his skin burnt
Ugh.
off.
Ugh. So Skip wants to know what order that was where I hit 5 digits in amps. It was not one model. It was a mixture of like the SFB stuff
Yeah.
and an upcoming new product. Saya, S-I-A.
I was gonna say, what's the thing I broke?
No, not the thing you broke. Not the thing you broke.
I should probably say this. For any dealers that are watching, we've got a new price list that just came out today. No prices have changed, but there's a shit ton of new product on that list. So go ahead and check that out. It should be in your email. Check your spam folder, because a lot of times the emails I send out go to spam, unfortunately.
Yeah, man.
So.
A lot of new stuff coming out. The thing that Donnie broke of mine today is a product that's not going to be coming out for a couple years.
What'd you
And
break?
He broke.
Don't worry about it.
He broke
Don't worry about
a
it.
prototype magnet slug.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, my God. You broke that?
No.
Yeah.
Don't
That
worry about
one?
it.
That one?
When
Yeah.
did that happen?
Really, Donnie.
But I have more. It's okay.
How'd you break? Hold on. I got to hear his story. How'd
He
you break
just dropped the box.
I just dropped the box.
And then he dropped
On
my
the
air
way to
freshener
the
and broke my air
office?
freshener.
that? I saw the air freshener.
And then I broke the air freshener. And then I just
Who
sat
cares
down.
about the air freshener?
I'm really sorry, Jimmy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's all right, Donnie. I got more. See, the reason I ordered so many, because sometimes they get broken in shipping. But this
Right.
time it got broken in shipping to my office.
Would you drop the box? It was too heavy, or what happened? You
I'm
weren't-
tired.
Donnie-
Brian.
You should show that clip where the FedEx guy. No, it was Amazon. What was it?
It was-
FedEx,
it was
Amazon
Flip-
Prime.
Amazon Prime delivery guy.
That dude like totally
falling.
ate it, and he just,
Twice.
oh my god.
Donnie was just eating a bowl of butter with his hands before he decided to carry that box.
Well,
I
he was
almost told you to get a cart, too.
he was a standard
There were
white
no
guy.
carts. There were no small carts. There were just the big
There is
ones.
no
the big
more
ones
carts
you
in
can't
this
maneuver.
place. It's actually
We need little carts
All the
too.
carts are
We
being
need little
used.
carts
all the carts are
for
in
certain
use.
things.
Yep.
There were no little.
Brian will
carts,
show you little
just big
carts.
carts. I was. If there was a little cart there, I would have put it on a cart.
That was
Whoa, Jesus!
else just see
How did that happen, Thomas?
the fuck?
Put it. I undid your
Look,
thing.
it's got
Go
like
ahead and
it's
press
got
it
like a
in.
clip and everything, and
Yeah,
it just fell
Go
out.
ahead and push that back in.
We need more little carts.
I just undid.
The ghosts say it right now. They
Thomas.
said it.
Plug it in. I just undid your thing.
Thomas is freaked out a little bit.
Thomas, it's okay. I'll just
Listen to me right now. Listen to me right the fuck now. I've been a musician.
God damn it!
I've been a musician for a long time. It takes a lot of force to pull these things out. This thing just popped out.
All right.
I knew whose ghost it wasn't. Brandon Sparks,
Actually, you know, you're right.
because it pulled out.
Every time you guys unplug
I'm
and
gonna
plug
pee.
it makes a noise. So just. Oh boy, Thomas! I just saw your crack, buddy. Sorry. Hell yeah. We do have another voicemail. So
What was I
let's
going to
go
talk about? I was going to talk about something. Real
I don't
quick, though.
know.
Guy wanted the price on ZV618s. That will come out soon.
Your dealer should have it now.
Yeah. The dealer will have the pricing in.
Yep.
It's not really a whole lot more than the ZV5, but it's marginal.
It's a small percentage. The new pricing is out. So again, dealers, if you check your email, go ahead and check your spam, because a lot of times it goes there. Let's go to another voicemail. Actually, I'm gonna hit refresh. See if
Got
we got
another
If
voicemail.
we got any new ones here? Nope, it's the same one. Nobody cares.
Hey guys, it's Ed Lester here.
Hey,
Some
hey,
may know
Ed.
me from Sparked
What's up, Ed?
Innovations or my YouTube, Showtime SPL.
Oh yeah, Mr.
However,
Ed.
I am thinking of changing that name to Sparked Ed.
Do it.
Let me know what you think. Anyway, I
Do
got
it.
a scary story for Halloween. This is something that happened to me in the Philadelphia area a few years ago.
buddy.
It was a dark and foggy night. It sounds cliche, but it's true.
That's when they come
I was
out.
driving home with an ex, and the road to her house
We're listening to a voicemail.
was dark. It was tree lined, so there were very few houses or lights shining onto the road, and it was curvy. So pretty much all you saw was what was in the beams of the headlights, and the beams were very pronounced because of the fog. So it was already a little bit spooky of a setting, and as we were coming closer and closer to her house, going down the windy road, coming around one of the corners at maybe 30 to 40 miles an hour, right past the beam of the headlights on the side of the road near the trees, we saw a girl wearing a nightgown just standing there. And we kept driving, both in shock, going, what the hell was that? And it's reminiscent of the movie The Ring and things like that. And we got to the house, and we kept peeking out to see if someone was walking around. And, we figured some stuff out, but just that sight of a girl with long black hair in a nightgown in the middle of the night standing next to trees in our headlights was just a creepy. She could have just been a creepy girl. I don't know. Make up your own mind on that.
There's no
However,
girls that
it
are
was
creepy
a
outside.
fun little scary story. I hope you enjoy it. Good job with everything, guys. Hope to talk to you later. Have a good
Thomas,
show.
it was just a ghost. Let it
Thanks,
go.
Ed.
No, dude, I'm checking this shit out, man. There's like nothing loose. I don't know how that happened. That's
So Ed's first off, if you guys want to check out Ed's thing, Showtime SPL on YouTube. He was also on one of our shows about a year ago and some change when he was on with EXO. Check that out. A lot of cool things coming out of Sparked Innovations. His story reminded
Omi.
me.
He does the Omi, right?
Yeah, he does the Omi.
And the fanny.
His story reminded me of a story that I have that I just now remembered as he was mentioning his story. I've never even told you guys this before. So this was many years ago before I worked at Sundown when I was working at the place I worked before here. I used to have to get up really early in the morning and go to Concord, which is like a good 45-minute to an hour ride from where I lived at the time. So, you can imagine how groggy I was in the morning. And on my road at the end, I used to have to go down a hill and come back up and make a turn.
There's a creepy cemetery over there.
Yeah.
in that
I
direction.
know what you're talking about. Anyway, up this hill, before I make a right-hand turn,
Holy balls.
I saw
Well, it's like down the road.
a boy, a little boy, maybe 9 years old, on a radio flyer cart. What are those things called?
Houston, I think.
That was me.
A wagon?
Little wagon, okay, about to go down the hill from the top of the hill, and I didn't put two and two. I didn't think it was just a kid on a cart on a wagon about to go down the hill. You know how you sit in it and you can hold the thing, and you're about to go down the hill and have some fun.
Yeah.
I saw that at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Not
No-
normal.
No parents,
Yeah.
and I made my
He
right.
had to do it early so
I-
they weren't awake.
Right. I made my right hand turn, and I thought to myself, that ain't right. There ain't no kid going down a hill on that thing.
That ain't right.
Again, I don't know if it was a ghost. I don't know if it was a real boy. I hope he's okay. But for some reason, I didn't stop. I didn't even really think about it until I was about half a mile to a mile down the road. It was really, really weird.
I had a scary thing happen to me on your road.
Yeah.
It wasn't a ghost though. It was just creepy how it happened.
Oh.
So, the older lady that's like diagonally from your old
So
house.
there's this old shitty
so
house.
there's this old house and there's this barn that's right over here. It's like
rickety
collapsing,
barn.
and I love old barns that are dilapidated.
yeah.
And at the time, I was in photography class and I was going around to
Remember
abandoned
when we
places.
cruised during like a break at Mitchell to
Yeah.
just find like a cemetery and like dilapidated shit?
I remember, yeah.
Yep.
I took pictures of some of that stuff, but at Anyway, there's this perfect barn over across from Brian's old house, and there's always this old lady sitting in a chair just looking down. And she's always there. Anyway, I pulled in. I wanted to take pictures. I assumed it was her barn. And so I was going to ask her permission to go inside the barn and take some photos. And I get out of my car. I was like, hey, how's it going? And she's just looking down. I'm like, hey, my name's Donnie. I'm a photography student at Mitchell. And, you know, I want to ask you a couple questions. She's just staring down. I get closer to the porch to the point where I'm like, you know, right near the porch. I'm like, excuse me. I just wanted to ask permission to shoot some photos in this barn. And I was like yelling, and she's just staring down. And I'm like, okay, I'll take that as a no. Have a nice day. And I go to get in my car, and I get in my car, and I look up, and she's just staring at me. And I'm like, oh, I'm out of here.
But she wasn't looking at you. She wasn't looking at you when you were talking to her.
No,
She's
no.
looking down.
It's like as soon as I get in my car, she's just staring at me.
That reminds me. I don't remember that movie that came out a couple years ago. It was like an old lady she like walks backwards, spider walks.
Man,
up a yeah.
Oh, there's a movie that
Wasn't
everybody
that
needs
Constantine?
to watch.
Yeah. It was Constantine. Yeah, that was a good
Everybody
movie.
needs to watch The Taking of Deborah Logan. For the love of God, watch that movie. It's
Where's
really
that?
great. I think you can get it on Netflix or Amazon Prime. I mean, it was pretty popular when it came out like 3 or 4 years ago. It is fantastic. It's about this old lady who has dementia, and I just watched the movie. Please, it's like a mockumentary style.
Mockumentary.
It's very, very creepy. It will
we-
turn your skin for sure.
Did we ever tell the story about my driving face?
Didn't we talk about it last time?
About
We did.
me passing you? Or
Yeah,
just
we
in
did.
I think
general?
we
Well,
talked
the guy that went
No,
reverse, we did.
specifically the one
I
guy.
think we talked
The
about
guy
it
that
last
went
time.
reverse. Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about it last time.
Well, there's this one time I drove past you on the highway.
We have a tendency to
I
retell
was-
stories,
I was
so
honking.
eventually,
I
like
ca- I
the
can't
12th
remember
season of
because-
this will literally be the first season of this.
Well, we tell we got
we
these
tell the
stories. We tell
same
them
stories.
Oh, you're saying Thomas sounds like Mandark, I think.
Man dark.
Which he
God
kind of
damn it.
does, yeah. Yes, Dexter, I can read your mind, and I am smarter than you.
Oh my God, I remember that. It's so long ago.
I don't remember
How do
Dexter's
you remember
Laboratory.
these things, Jake?
I remember a lot of things.
Man dark.
Yeah, so Brett, it is definitely the SA-12, because even the SA-12 Classic of
I remember
today
Dexter's Laboratory.
is pretty close to the original design.
How was that?
Thomas, you did have a story you wanted to tell us, though.
I did.
Yeah, about the zoo.
That's not a ghost story.
No, but who
Animals.
cares? It's a good time. We want to hear your story.
I don't have any ghost stories.
Screw consistency.
I
This is just.
Tell the.
yeah.
It's a.
I want to hear
the giraffe story.
the story
The
about
elephant.
the elephant.
I thought
Alright.
you told the story already.
No.
no, not on the
It must
show.
have been
On the
just
show.
like we were talking.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Jesus God and all this.
All right.
Did that come through?
It's Jimmy.
Yes.
It's Jimmy.
All right.
Very loud.
So
Jimmy.
I'm gonna tell the story about it was I reckon 3 weeks ago now.
See you, Brett.
Go for it.
I know it's just funny. I know. Anyway, we're just like, oh, we're gonna go
About
to
a
the zoo.
fortnight and a half.
God damn it!
You have this like smooth like radio voice when you're talking. It's. Excuse me.
It's kind of a long.
Thomas with the weather. It's going to be partly cloudy.
Here's Jack with the weather.
Kinda,
Smooth Jack.
WJ.
Now to Thomas the Train.
nothing. Never mind.
This is 104.7 with 7 hours of Rod Stewart.
You did this.
Jimmy,
you
can you
gave
close
us
that
the
door,
pregame. This is your fault. You can't be bad.
All right, so listen up. All right, this is a long story, but it's good. It's a good one. So we had.
I'm
had-
going to exit.
God.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Bye, Jimmy.
The floor is yours now, buddy. God damn, it's quiet. I can't have silence on this shit. Let's do this.
All right, so
Bye, Jimmy.
all right, so we had made plans to go to the zoo for months now, but because of COVID, you just can't do that shit. So
thinking of like if Derek walked in, hey guys, what's up?
That's exactly what I'm waiting to happen.
Can I have another beer, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
See you third era, bro. Take care.
We'll get to this story at some point.
So we all plan this, and we're gonna make it like a big trip. So it's like, oh, everyone's going to the zoo. It's gonna be great. So we get Amanda, we get her 2 sisters, and then we get Sam.
We don't need names, just people. Just say how many people.
Her friend, and then she's watching 2 kids, and we have our son, and we plan this like it's gonna be a whole day together. And because of COVID, the zoo is now like it's a straight path. They lead you. They guide you along the way, and there's these little signs, and it's like it's gonna be about 50 minutes till you see the lions, and it's like, oh shit, I can't wait to see the lions. And
Yay.
Yeah, it's just like, are you walking this way? Don't walk this way. Go the other way. Come on, what?
Can't wait for the monkeys.
And it's like, fuck, I want to see the lions.
Turtles.
And shit. I like Skittles. And
It's like those signs you see on the highway. This many
yeah,
minutes until
yeah,
you hit
that's exactly
Charlotte.
what it was like. And
Yeah,
we were
about 20 minutes.
and
till
we
you
were
hit
all just
the
being
fucking monkeys.
being herded, and I asked my son the whole time, and I'm just like, I'm like, what do you want to see? And he's like, Daddy, I want to see the giraffes.
Since what, 3 now, 4?
He's 3,
All right.
and he is amazing, and he loves giraffes, and he's just like, Daddy, I want to see the giraffes. Get to the giraffes. And my son is just having like this great time. He's up on my shoulders, and we hang out there for like 15 minutes watching the giraffes. Can
the giraffes like put their necks over the tank or no?
No.
There's been a delay. It's about 20 more minutes till we see the monkeys.
And then like me, I love to see the gorillas. Gorillas are awesome.
Oh yeah,
and they're always doing like fun, silly shit.
You know what's underrated at the zoo? Severely underrated. You know you can feed these animals, right? I don't know if you can do that with COVID. Probably not. But normally you can
I'm not feeding a bear, dude.
Normally you can feed the giraffes. Like they'll give you like carrots.
Yeah.
You know what you feed?
Oh, you can do that at Zootastic.
Check this out.
You know what you feed to bears?
Hold on,
Panthers.
Let him talk.
God
Shut
damn
up.
it.
No, hold on. You know what's severely underrated at the zoo?
What's that?
Severely underrated. Pink flamingos. Now let me tell you something about pink flamingos.
No, he's not lying.
So they gave me a cup. And they're like, okay, you can take this cup of
They're weird,
of
dude.
whatever,
They're like aliens.
Yeah, and go feed it. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, I've never seen a pink flamingo eat. I don't know how it's gonna eat. It's weird. So I just like I lower the cup. I'm like, here you go, little flamingo, and it like dips its face in and goes.
It does. It's like 200 miles an hour. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's bizarre.
I was like, can I go again? Woo!
So anyone not believing him, just Google like flamingo eating.
You ever seen a baby
dude,
flamingo? That's fucking weird.
Flamingos look like fucking aliens. I stared at them for so
There's
long.
nothing
I was
else
like,
pink on this earth.
I like pink
Except for
flamingos.
flowers.
But anyway,
On other things other than other colored flamingos, or are they just pink? They're always pink, but you have to say pink.
I don't know, man.
Pink.
I don't know, man.
All right.
I'm not a flamingo expert here.
I don't know nothing about flamingos. Go ahead, Thomas.
so yeah, I wanted to see the gorillas, and I had a good time at the gorillas, and I was just like, well, that was fun, but you gotta keep walking.
I'm gonna keep walking.
You got to keep walking. You got to keep going. At any point, you can meet at a midpoint and get on this like tram, and it takes you back to the beginning. But it's like we're gonna do the whole thing, and I'm asking the ladies and I'm asking kids. So I'm like, what did everyone else want to see? What's our main attraction here? And they're like, the elephants. I'm like,
All right.
fuck yeah, elephants are cool. They're big, I guess. For you.
Yeah, they are. I was about to say Wu-Tang.
So
they turned the zoo into IKEA, is what you're saying?
yeah, it really is like IKEA. I'm not shitting you. And
Some
I'm
good meatballs though.
So, and then it's like another hour and plus just seeing everything. By the way, lions are fucking useless in a zoo because lions do nothing.
They just sit there.
They sit and sleep all
They're
day.
always as far away as you can see.
They're always far away. They're in the
That's-
shade
that's
and they're
most-
asleep.
They're like cats.
You
They don't
could
give a fuck.
have a fucking. I could own a lion. I could own a lion because it doesn't fucking do anything. It's not a danger to anyone. It doesn't do shit.
But it could.
So could my cat, my dumbass cat. Could claw your eyes out. Not my cat. It's anyway. But so everyone's like, let's see the elephants. Finally, it's like 2 hours later, and where's the story? wait. I told you it's kind of a long. There's a lot of you gotta put yourself.
Ghost elephant. Zombies.
That's just a pre-elephant.
You gotta put yourself in my mindset. So we get there. And we're at the elephant, and because of COVID, it's the end of the line. It's the end of the line, so everyone's kind of hanging out here. And to
3
see,
hours later,
massive fucking habitat.
Jesus Christ.
The pre-elephant sounds like some sort of operation.
And it's this massive habitat, and there's the elephants out.
speaking of pink,
Pink.
Hey, G, if you're going to be in here, we got a story going on. You got to hang out. Just shush for a second. We got to hear the end of the story.
We're talking about pink flamingos.
So there's a massive crowd because this is the end of the line. And
it's the end of the line.
And they're hanging out, and all the ladies they settle for this like shitty spot. Look at the elephants. And there's a fucking rock, like the size of like an SUV in the way, and there's like you can see like that much of the elephant, and I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for my turn, and this massive crowd like clears out over this way, and I'm just like, I'm going that way, and I go over there. And I'm looking at it, and there's a little book in front of me. And it's just like, here's the fucking elephants. Learn the elephants' fucking names, you fucking dingus.
The Asians and the Africans.
You know, and I'm just like, shit, yeah, let's look at the elephants. Turns out there's one alpha male. The rest are females.
Oh, man, good for him.
And then I'm like, fuck yeah, who am I looking at right there? And I'm just like, am I looking at an elephant? He was standing so still, he looked like a statue. And I was like, I don't think that's a real elephant, man. I think that's a statue. And then, like everyone was like, "Oh my God, he's moving a little bit." And he starts to move. He's like walking, and I'm like, "Yeah, he's like moving." There's 4 legs. There's 4 legs. There's 5.
What's that 5th leg?
I'm like, wait. This is. I look down at the little thing. His name is Cesar. If you go to this fucking zoo,
it was the Carolina Zoo, right?
Yeah, you go to this fucking zoo. That dude's name is Cesar, and Cesar is packing heat.
He's the alpha.
All right, he's the alpha, and this elephant has like a 4-foot boner. With the girth of the girth of Brian. Okay,
that's a big one right there.
I swear to God. And like when he's moving, you can just kind of when he moves, you can kind of see it. When he's sitting still, it kind of hides. When he moves, you can kind of see it. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ! And I'm sitting there, I'm flipping through the book, and it's like the rest are females, and it's like, dude, the motherfucker's flexing. The motherfucker's flexing, and the females are over there like giving each other a bath and shit, and they're like. I swear to God.
Was he by himself?
And this motherfucker just takes his dick and just starts smacking it against his stomach. And it's so audible. It's so fucking loud.
All the kids are watching.
And everyone's watching. And I'm standing there. I'm like, is this real life? Is this real life? Is this what's happening? And the ladies are over there. And they're over there. And they're all taking selfies with the fucking rock. Not Dwayne Johnson, like an actual
that rock,
an actual rock. And it's like, do you see the elephant? Do you see the elephant? I'm like, you can see like the elephant's fucking ear. And I was just like, well, girls, do you want to come over here? Do you get a good view of the elephants? And there's like, oh my God, there's a clearing over there. There's like 5 women and 3 children slowly approaching us. Like, look, he's right there. He's Oh, and this motherfucker is just. And it turns out that's how they whack off. That's how elephants masturbate, ladies and gentlemen. That's a real thing. So
did the ladies say anything? Did the kids say anything?
No one said a word after that. They were just like, well, there's the beautiful elephants. This was a great trip to the zoo. That was the finale. And I'm just standing there like, this was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks, Thomas, for that story.
You're aware.
That is a real
When
story.
you got home, did you and your wife talk about that moment? Have you talked about that moment at all since you got home?
No.
Damn it. I want to know.
Thomas is traumatized.
No, I really no, it was funny to me. I was just like, come on over here. Y'all want to see the elephants? Come see the elephants. And they're just like,
come right over.
And they're just like, ah.
What you needed was Steve Irwin at that moment being like, crikey!
I'm like,
look at this bugger.
Cesar is packing heat, man.
Hey,
that
Giovanni.
is why he's the alpha.
Would you like to try some cheese larvettes? Why not? We tried them.
We all did it, and Jimmy did it.
Mr. Cash, the 2 salt 8s will be significantly more powerful.
I told you it was a long story, but the payoff's really you gotta build up to it. That's like the foreplay for the
No.
You're talking to the microphone, G.
No, I won't hurt you, man.
Oh, I turned that one off.
Have a beer.
That's what I said. Dude, I almost lost 2 of my fingers off.
You got to be more careful, G. Isn't this the second time you almost lost your fingers?
I got an injury
Second
Would you chop your thumb one time, right?
Yeah, right
So,
here.
Giovanni, what did you do to yourself? Talking to that microphone.
I was at the house, and my sister was over, and my daughter was over, and Amber was over, and Ellie is scared of something at the house. So we're getting her blessed right now with
Wait, you don't live with Amber anymore?
No.
Well, we're not gonna get into.
We're not going to get into all that business.
So you have a house. What did you think there was some ghosts in there or some shit?
Well, Ellie's just scared. She was just scared of just pointing at something. She's just pointing behind your wall, and we're like, "What's wrong?
How old's
like,
Ellie?
What's wrong? She's 2.5.
That's your daughter, right?
Yeah. What's
Alright,
wrong,
so
Ellie? What's wrong? And she was just, is it somebody, Ellie? Like, who is it? Tell me. Who is it,
this
mommy?
works
Like,
for today. This
point
is-
to me,
this is
take me
today.
where it's at. And she just keeps pointing at the door, and at the door, she just keeps pointing at something. So her mom took her to the doctor and said that she has anxiety. You know, she's like little kids. You know, they have a big mentality. They imagine, see stuff we don't see. You know,
gee, children see a lot of things that us adults can't
Yeah,
see.
that's
They
what the lady
their
was saying.
pineal gland isn't all beat up
Right.
yet. You know,
So
their
she's
pineal,
saying-
their third eye is working.
She was like, well, if your daughter's in a good environment, they'll see good stuff, and if they're in a bad environment, they'll see bad stuff. All right, well, you know, as a Mexican, you know, there's a religion that, you know, there is bad stuff. Like, say you take your son,
Spirits and
say
whatnot.
you and your wife go out with your son, and there's a guy or a woman that really wants to hug your son, or really wants to carry, or just wants your son. Then it sends the bad vibe to your son, and then your son is acting different. Like,
I've heard that.
yeah.
Is that
So
where the-
Ellie got that
the-
when I went to Mexico this April. So I feel like Ellie has that again. So her mom took her today.
What's the word they use for that?
Sobar. So you got to
Yeah.
get an egg. And
Oh,
you have
the
to,
egg, yeah,
You have to get the egg with
My-
oil, and you rub it all around her body.
Oh.
And then you take your shirt off and you wrap her across that. So therefore,
This does not sound like
you're claiming
a
your property.
Catholic
You know what I'm
thing.
saying? Type of stuff. This really happened,
I'm
bro.
gonna
say,
in
my-
Mexico. My
is
mom
this
did
like
it.
The ghost
Yeah.
of the weeping lady
It's
or
pretty
whatever?
much- it's-
Because they like take kids,
Yeah.
right? That's
Well,
a
she said-
Mexican story.
Well, that might be bad.
Le-
like,
Le-
where I live
Leona?
at, it's like a haunted
Yeah,
house.
they think the egg will take the bad spirit inside.
Right, and it's true because when you crack it, if it goes up, that's the bad spirit, and if it stays down, then you're good, you know. So Ellie's right now with a lady getting, you know, hopefully, you know, cleaned out, and all the bad vibes that, you know, anybody's wishing upon me or my baby mama or anything like that. Hope it goes away, you know.
Who was
'Cause
that?
I don't think I'm that.
That was a ghost.
I don't think I'm a bad of a person to be
Chris.
getting that type of shit, you know. It's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
culture thing, but it's really true, bro. It's really true.
Yeah, the egg thing I thought was intriguing.
But
Yeah,
that has
it's
nothing-
very true though.
But
I
that
think-
doesn't have anything to do with your hand. That was my question.
Oh, what happened to my hand? So I was showing Ellie since yeah.
I mean,
So I was showing her that there was nothing at the door, and my doors have like glass. It's like, you know, 3-inch is 3-inch.
the panes of glass.
Yeah,
yeah.
the door's glass. So there's
Right,
like 4 glasses. So I went with this hand to show Ellie that there was nothing, and my sister was sitting right here. Like, my door's right here. So when I went to reach, all my weight beat me in the glass. You know, it's a 30-year-old door, so all my weight just went right through that glass.
Hopefully they can hear you.
So my hand got stuck. Like, my literally hand was stuck.
So,
I
you-
got like a half
so
an
you
inch hole
punched
in
the
the middle of
glass.
my artery.
You accidentally
then-
punched the glass in your in your door.
Yeah, I accidentally.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't even say punch. I went to tap it, and the second time I tap it, that motherfucker just went like, oh, glass, you know, fucking shitty glass. But
Well.
that shit did cut me good, so I. Woo. And Pepe, Pepe's there and trying to be like a nurse and all that stuff. So she kind of got into this panic mode, and I was just like,
How bad was it? Were you bleeding everywhere?
Yeah, I did bleed a lot, though. I did
Damn.
bleed a lot, and
Cut a fucking artery, man.
yeah, I
bro.
literally cut like the art. I'm pretty sure I cut it or right next to it.
The big veins here.
Yeah, well, mine's in the middle. Mine's right here.
but
So
you
I got
didn't
like
go
a
to the
big hole right
hospital.
here in the middle of my arm. And then
I can't even think about
both of
that
my
shit.
slingers,
That
both
actually gives me the
this
creeps.
whole knuckle is gone. That whole knuckle's gone, and this whole pinky, like all that. If you bend it like that, all that skin is all lifted
Oh,
up.
the meat.
Yeah.
So what
the
you're
meat.
saying is you didn't want to help with the containers this week, so you hurt yourself.
So, well, as soon as that happened, I was like, all right, something's really bad in the house, because why is all of a sudden Ellie super scared, and then I cut my hand,
So this egg
It's
thing.
what do they call
now,
that? Duende.
No, I know that a lot of I know
Duende.
a lot of
That's
Mexicans.
a expression in music too.
Yeah, Mexicans derive from Spanish, which generally is a Catholic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys grow up Catholic? Is that a Catholic thing? that you're
I
doing,
didn't
or-
grow up. I never went to church. My dad never went to church. My
Well,
mom
this
never
egg
went to
thing,
church.
is this a Catholic thing? or-
I
I
'cause
think it's
I-
kind
It
of
is-
a,
it
it's
is.
kind of a mixture
'cause
of
I
like
grew up Catholic.
Yeah.
Being in
It's like pretty
Philly.
much you're asking, the spirits, the guardian angels, and the bad person that are trying to do harm to you or your daughter or anyone around you. You're just praying for that to go away.
That's when you get some.
But you
some
can't.
Native Americans and they do.
But you
like
gotta
the
be
sage
serious
burning.
about that. You just can't be like, yeah,
They-
please take away
You don't
this
have to
and
be a
that. You
Native
gotta be
American
serious
to burn
about that.
sage.
Yeah,
shit.
but
burn
I'm
sage.
just saying.
what's up, Sam?
How do you know this, Donnie? Did you burn sage?
Somebody gave me some sage when I moved to. Where was
Would
I?
you say that person gave you some sage advice?
Yeah, I would say. I think it was. I think it was when I moved to Orlando. I had some really weird neighbors.
Oh, dude, your stories from Orlando. Like, you had nothing but shit luck down there.
Orlando.
You had, like, neighbors, like, killing people and...
yeah.
Where did you see the body or whatever? Was it a body?
No, it was the dumpster right beside my gas station. They found a body in there.
Yeah.
Did you see
And I
it?
quit the next day. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Totally.
I had a couple people like threaten to kill me. They're like,
People
For
are
not-
crazy, man.
You've been held up at gunpoint.
yeah, that was a different place.
This
Though.
is
That
why
was not
Donnie's so
Orlando.
That was-
paranoid.
North
that was
Carolina.
weird. That was North Carolina. I was
They
held
want
at
to give
gunpoint,
that
yeah.
booty up.
I'm just saying, like Donnie's been through some shit. Listen, if y'all are like Donnie's not getting back to me, Donnie's
He's a busy man.
give him
The fucked
just
up thing is, like...
give him a minute, will
Donnie's,
ya?
like the nicest person.
Okay, the minute passed by. Now what?
Donnie's, like, the nicest person ever. And then people have threatened to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Donnie's not nice. He left me.
So, G, how you been, man?
I've been good, man. Just
Yeah. What are you doing now that your hand's fucked up? What are you doing here at Sundown,
nah
work-wise?
shit, running
What
the
are you?
clock up.
What are you doing? What are you
Nah,
doing for
I'm just
Halloween?
playing.
What are you doing for Halloween, G?
I'm not doing nothing, dude. I'm trying to rob somebody though.
All right.
Oh, cool.
Well,
Like
that's-
they're
You
candy.
shouldn't
like
be
they're
saying that on
candy,
air,
They're
but-
candy. They're
Perfect place.
candy.
All
They're
right.
candy. They're candy. Come on. Trying to rob their
Can't
candy.
really hold anybody up with that bunk ass hand.
Bang! Bang!
I got a funny story. My last time ever trick or treating, I think I was 13 years old. I had the most candy and shit I've ever gotten in my life. So I lived in Philadelphia at the time. And we rode to multiple neighborhoods. We had bikes, so we rode to all these neighborhoods. I had 2 full bags of candy. One of the last houses we went to, I remember I put my bike down and I put my candy down. We went because for some reason we went into the
Donnie.
house for some reason. I guess we knew the
Donnie.
people, and so I remember coming back out from the house and getting on my bike and leaving. And about a half mile down the road, I realized I left my 2 bags full of candy at this person's house in their yard. We get back there and it was gone. Somebody took my shit, dude.
Gone. You're pissed.
Dude, I was because we had cans of soda, full Snickers bars, money.
Whoa.
Dude, there was dollar bills. I was like, man, this is the best time ever. And then it all gone.
Trick or treating has always been weird. From like I remember as a kid, like Thomas and I used to go trick or treating. That was really fun.
Yeah, would dress up.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nice.
Out at Allison Park. Remember we used to do like
That- this
Absolutely.
is this is
But-
before
but-
like your girls. Before
yeah,
your
yeah,
girls.
yeah. But I
Dude,
remember so the first so I
like all of us grew up
as
together.
an
Okay.
adult. I had never really done the like handing out the candy thing.
Yeah.
Until I was in Indianapolis and I was living in a development. I think you guys were there because that's where my dog humped you.
Yeah,
I was in that. I was in that development.
Yep.
And
I was taking advantage of.
And that was a huge trick or treating place. And
there's a cemetery in the middle of
there
that.
was a cemetery in the middle, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like trick or treating there is a big deal. So you almost like have to buy candy, and have to.
Dude.
And the first day, so the first time I'd ever, as an adult, been exposed to this, I was like, I don't even know. I was like, so I filled the thing up, and the kid came. He was dressed up like Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat, which I thought was awesome. I was like, hey, I love your costume, yeah. And I was like, here, take some candy. And because I didn't know what else to say.
I would have had like 10 those Zero bars? I
I
had
didn't
like
know.
10 pounds stockpiled. I'd be like, it's your lucky day.
It was his lucky day. Here's the thing. So he goes, how many can I take? Which I didn't realize that was like a thing. And I go, I don't know, man, as many as you want. He goes, really? I'm like, yeah. And he's just like shoveling it in. And then like I come back to Kaylee. Kaylee's in the house doing something. And she's like, how many do we have? I was like, 1. So
from one
I was
kid.
I was there for 2 more years. And those next 2 years, I'm like the Hitler of candy. I'm like, you, 1 piece. Your costume's cool,
Dude,
maybe 2.
The first couple years I lived in my house here in Claremont, I bought tons of candy. I thought I'd get a bunch of kids because I have like the big house up on the hill. And I was like, I had so much candy. I was like, I'm going to give every kid so much candy. It's going to be awesome. And I had like 10 kids.
Yeah.
You brought that shit into work.
I did, yeah.
I remember.
I was ready. I was like, I'm going to give all these kids so much candy.
Like, in Indy, where I was at in Park Lake, I would get like 100 kids.
I'll answer this too.
I get like 100 kids, man. It's crazy.
Orion 1508 wants to know what happened to Obsidian Audio. So Obsidian basically got liquidated, and Nick Lemons decided he was going to.
Who was supposed to be here?
Yeah, it was supposed to be. He decided to focus more on stereo integrity, and so there is no Obsidian Audio.
But
it's never going to come back.
You can still get the parts for this stuff, right?
There's still some parts.
There's some left, yeah.
Gary Fletcher from DB Revolution can do your recones for those if you have any.
You know, and basically what had...
And don't sleep on stereo integrity. Stereo integrity is the shit.
Yeah. Where basically the online direct market kind of flooded, and Nick is a small company, and he likes it that way. You know, and just got flooded out with too many players.
He had some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yep. What'd you say uh-oh for?
I like Sundown.
Nothing.
Oh.
Sundown, the best.
This guy was like...
I caught a look.
This guy has a 2001 Avalon and was
someone
trying to trade for
checking
some
in.
Sundown. I was like, what are you looking for? He's like, an X12, a box, and an amp. I was like, say no
Dude,
more.
how the
What's up, Steve Herman?
This just come undone.
Oh, I got something to tell Steve Herman now that he's
I'm
here.
looking at here. The wire's completely taut. Like, no one's pulling on it.
Steve, you're going to be excited. So I've been kind of messing around. I haven't been doing the V3 Neo. I know you want it. And today, I actually went and I located the prototype coils and finalized like all the motor stuff and sent my design out to my build house, and we're going to start on those prototypes. Finally.
Awesome. 3.3-inch coil.
Look at Hunter.
Sup, Hunter?
Hey, Hunter.
Hey, Hunter.
Hey, Hunter.
How's it going?
I was talking to him yesterday. Or the day before yesterday.
All right. So,
Hunter, you got yourself a woman yet?
Nope.
Uh-oh. You
got that house.
Yeah, buddy.
Where's
that old lady of yours? Hunter, when you get a girlfriend, you bring her by.
With to Hunter's luck, there would be ghosts in his new house. It's a brand new house.
I want to meet her.
We got to go over to Hunter's house and have
I want to tell her all the crazy stories, all the adventures we got into, man.
We got to go party at Hunter's house, man.
Yeah, buddy.
He said he's been working like 12-hour shifts every day since like Thursday to Thursday.
He said, "Well, do Thomas." You see that?
Yeah, gotcha.
All right,
Get
Bubba.
you a chunky
Love
girl,
you.
feed
What,
you
what a
good.
gentleman that Hunter is.
Hunter is a gentleman. Hunter is an absolute. It's just like one of those things in the universe. You
Yeah,
know?
man. The machine.
The machine. Well, how about we call it a night? And I want
Are
to
we calling it a night for real?
Do we have anything else to talk about?
Literally, Jake is always the person to go, what? What are you doing?
What's going on
I thought we
here?
were still bullshitting a little bit, man.
It is true. Like I never want to do this, but then when it's over, it's like
I don't want to go home.
We got the EV4s in. We haven't talked about the EV4s.
it's momentum.
We
The
could also
ball's
talk
rolling,
about horror
man.
movies. We can also talk about horror
Talk
movies.
about horror movies. Hey,
love-
hey. What kind of horror movies are you guys watching?
Horror movies.
Or your favorite
Horror.
favorite trick or treat
Horror.
candy. favorite trick or treat candy too. Mine's bottle.
Hey, we got a
caps.
voicemail.
Yeah.
Give us some shit. Want to talk about
It's Kendra.
some scary
It's
shit?
Kendrell, yeah.
Let's see what Kendra has to
I
say.
pretty much want to talk about horror movies like 100% of the time.
There's 2 of them. He sent 2 voicemails.
All right.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
I just seen about scary stories, and
Yeah.
it wasn't scary to me, but it was scary to her. We
Did you
had
show her it?
26-year-old female that died from her injuries from a car wreck, and I had extubated her, basically pulling the breathing tube out. She passed away, and
Kendrell has
15,
balls
20
the
minutes
size of
later,
a fucking elephant.
I was in the room with
Chop
a
'em
nurse
up and eat 'em.
getting everything situated so the funeral home could come pick the body up. Well, in the midst of the nurse pulling IVs out and taking leads and stuff off, the lady, both of her arms reached straight up in the air
Jesus.
and it started to slowly fall down.
That's creepy.
And the nurse screamed, "Oh my God! She's reaching up to Jesus!" and just started crying. Now, I had to keep my composure because I was ready to start laughing. But that was about as scary as I can get.
I guess
that's
that's normal. Yeah.
I think when you're
That must be terrifying, though.
weird things happen to your body.
Yeah,
That's
like
why they used to put,
rigor mortis.
They used to put bells in the.
Yeah.
So you could.
He's got another voicemail actually.
Well, what's up, guys? How dare I call you back? Now, this story was scary.
This party
to
wasn't
me.
over.
Y'all know I'm a respiratory therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I deal with nothing below the navel while I. So,
Whoa, who
I'm in
censored
the
you?
patient's room, giving her a breathing treatment. She happens to wear a CPAP machine at night because she has
Got me
sleep
one of
apnea.
those.
And I get that machine ready, fill it with distilled water for the night.
Mm-hmm.
And this lady's probably 5'2", 400 pounds.
It's a big girl right there.
And
As
I've been
wide as
giving her
she is
breathing
tall.
treatment. And I said, "Ma'am, is there anything else I can do for you before I leave?" I was wondering, is there any way you could possibly digitally stimulate my rectum
Whoa.
so I can go potty?
No shit.
Now, for 2.2 seconds, I was kind of frozen. I said, "I'm sorry?" She said, "I'm really f***ed up." Now, I did not say what I was thinking.
Hold on, let's pause this for a minute. Let's just pause this for a minute.
God bless you, Kendall. God bless you, sir. Holy shit. You know what?
What do that?
What makes her think that you just want to touch that booty hole? I mean,
I can just picture Brian in that situation like, this is what I'm made for.
Freaking Eye of the Tiger comes on.
She just left.
She
Like,
just left.
Too real.
The most depraved person that works here.
He literally has a sticker on his car that says, "I eat ass." And that guy left. That guy left.
oh man.
Hey.
Oh shit. All right. Do we want to hear the rest?
Let's finish it.
So the woman asked him if he can.
I mean, the voicemail.
Stimulate her booty hole.
Yes,
Told
she
her, I
asked
said,
that.
"Ma'am,
Hold on.
I don't know if we can do this. Hold on.
We can do this. Everybody, hold your smiles.
I'm respiratory. I don't deal with anything below the navel. So I'm going to have to get your nurse and see if they can help you with that." As I exit the room, in my mind, Kendrell says, "What did this bitch just ask me to
Kendrell, you called into the right podcast, my dude.
Let's see what he ends with.
So yeah, that was spooky to me because 400 some odd pounds. I'm not gonna do it. Not sticking my fingers
Now, did-
anywhere near that.
Oh my god.
Oh man,
That's amazing.
I love it.
I don't know why
Dude.
this just reminded me of this.
I'm crying.
I totally
Like, I
forgot
really
to tell
am.
Thomas something. I was on vacation. This has nothing to do with stimulating anyone's butthole, but I know Thomas watches the Dick Show regularly every week. The podcast, The Dick Show, and he's got the shirt on right now. Dude, Thomas, check this out. So I watched a movie. For those of you who don't know, I watch a horror movie every day, and this year I'm doing a movie that I hadn't seen every day. And I watched, while I was on vacation, I watched this movie called Ooga Booga. It has Maddox in it.
George Zunian, yes.
Is that his name?
That's his real
That's
name.
Maddox. Well,
Jorge.
the credits just say Maddox, and I was
There-
like,
yeah,
that can't be the
if-
same dude.
If you get deep
And it's
into the
the
lore, there's a
same guy.
reason why he calls himself that. It's because he's a fucking shitbag.
It's like the only movie he's in.
So Ronco asked if he can see an EV4. We actually had a few shows back. We had the EV4 out here. We showed
Did
it
we
off.
show it off? We did.
We did.
I just did a video on Sundown Audio's Facebook page doing an overview. Playing it free air and all that because that's Kendrell's favorite thing. He always asks me, Jake, where the hell is the free air videos at?
Yep.
So, that was a commemoration to Kendrell, our biggest fan.
By the way, that is an absolute shit movie. To the
And
point
It's
of
not that bad. It's pretty bad.
no,
but
it's
not
like
that
Jason
bad.
X. Me and Jesse today were talking about Jason X. Jason X is not a horror movie. Jason X is a black comedy. And if you disagree, you're fucking wrong.
My favorite part of Jason X is where they get the robot gets sucked into the vacuum or whatever, and she's like, "Wow, this really sucks."
I
was really
dude. How the
disappointed.
fuck is Jason the best actor in that movie and he doesn't say a word?
Yeah.
I thought Ooga Booga was okay, but it's funny because Maddox plays like a gangster,
Like a gangster, and
like
he's
he deals,
dog
he
shit.
deals drugs
Yeah.
and prostitutes and stuff. And he's like, "Hey man, we're just making our money, peddling our goods." Like he doesn't sound like
Yeah.
that kind of guy. But
he's a shit.
it also
actor.
has a pretty reputable porn star who plays one of the his prostitutes. That was kind of cool too because I don't think she does many like movies like horror films and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was pretty neat.
She does movies, but not that kind.
Not that kind of movie.
Jared, mechanical limit on an EV4 is probably going to be somewhere around. Mechanical limit's probably going to be around 30 millimeters one way. But that's mechanical. That's not X max. Obviously, once you hit mechanical limits, you're going to be hurting some stuff.
So the only thing that changed was the frame, right? The actual soft parts didn't change. Right?
No, the EV4, a lot has changed. It's a very.
See, I thought
it's-
it was just the
it's
frame.
similar looking, but it's a different woofer. I think
So the soft parts did change. The
I
frame
think
and the soft parts.
I think the coil. I think the soft parts are the same, but the frame and motor are different. But Jake
so
obviously
I
will
thought
be
it
able
was
to
just-
elaborate
I
on that.
Spit on Your Grave. Is that like Saw? Is that like one of those torture
So
porn movies?
I Spit on Your Grave. For people that don't know,
There's two
has
of them, isn't there?
There's several.
Oh,
There's several of them. So I
Okay.
Spit on Your Grave has the longest recorded scene in a movie with a rape. It goes on for about
Jesus
15 minutes.
Wow, 50 minutes of rape. That's a
And
lot.
it's,
Huh?
is that like the They Live fight scene?
That's an
Sort of,
uncomfortable
yeah,
situation.
It actually was originally called The Day of the Woman, and then they had to change it. But there's this scene in it that's particularly rough. So for those of you who don't know the story, this lady is writing a book, and she goes to this secluded cabin, and these guys come in, and they rape her. So they think that they leave her for dead, and they think that she's gone or whatever, and then it's just another dead person or whatever. And essentially what happens is she lives and comes back and takes them out one by one, but in these really gruesome ways. And one particularly gruesome way is this guy, she like teases him and gets him in a bathtub and is doing his thing. He's like, "Oh man, this is great." And then she proceeds to get out some hedge clippers while he's not looking, and he has a washcloth over his eyes, and he's all relaxed and perfectly fine. And
Lorena,
you could
Lorena
probably
Bobbitt.
figure out what
All right,
happens.
so
And then
Lorena
she
Bobbitt.
just closes the door and lets him.
I don't actually do well with like gore. I really don't.
It's a really rough scene because he almost doesn't even when it happens, he almost doesn't realize what is actually going on.
I do better with gore than I do with actual like ghostly shit.
Dude,
No, I love like the. I
but you
love,
see
like,
a little
the slow
spurt.
burn. Like
You see a little spurt come up from the bubbles.
Jesus
It's like the
Christ,
bubble
Donnie.
bath. Just-
Killing me, dude.
Dude, that movie is cool. It's really cool. And speaking of which, I gotta pee.
So Crypto wants to know what happened to LCS. So we have the new LCSs coming out.
Do you see this shit? Look.
The LCS 10, there's a 10-inch now and a 12-inch that will be coming out. The version 2.
Yep.
Probably first quarter of 2021.
It might be sooner. It could be December.
You get the microphone
So
wrong.
we go
there.
from talking.
There you go.
Anyway, it might be December.
Yeah, that's us. Man, we would. Yeah.
So yeah, LCSs are coming back. There's gonna be a version 2. What was just said? What,
No, it's just funny.
So,
it's like we
what
go
did-
from talking about that to the LC. We go from like this extreme shit, and then we bounce back to like.
So Jared is asking, you asked about my EV4 video?
Oh, hold on
So-
a minute. Okay,
Oh
go ahead,
my
go ahead.
God.
Yeah, so what that was the sound in my video was actually just kind of like the tinsel leads like tapping on the cone. I didn't even bottom it out or anything.
Yeah.
You will. Gosh, I don't have this memorized. Let's see. 35, 10, 12 and a half minus.
$1.
Yeah, you would probably hit. You'd probably hit the triple joint ring in the top plate first in that sub, actually, and that's at like you got 14 millimeters linear. You got about 25 millimeters till the coil is starting to get out of the gap,
Yep.
and then you have like basically 30 millimeters before anything hits anything. So it's
Yeah.
really.
Oh, I was right. 30 millimeters. Bam.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard
For
to
like the maximum mechanical limit.
Yeah, it's really hard to bottom anything on the EV4.
I love it when I'm right, which is not all the time. We got 2 questions here. Showtime, which is Ed Lester. We actually aired your voicemail that you sent us a few weeks ago, so go ahead and check that out when we're done with the video. Thank you very much. And if anybody wants to check out the last video we had with him, which was Ed Lester and EXO, they were on the show about a year ago. Check that out. And then also Crypto. You want to know about the first version?
We have
LCSs.
some motor and baskets that can be rebuilt.
Yeah, so check out Directronics. They can go ahead and build you up an LCS. I don't really know what they're going to charge you, but I think there's not a lot of margin there for them. So,
We have motor. We have really not a lot though. Like I looked and I was trying to see how many motor and baskets we have. There's hardly any.
because most people that blew those were like, all right, we're not going to send this in.
But I did get parts because I really hate it. I really hate to see subwoofer motors go in the trash.
Hey, did you talk about the differences with the EV4? We were talking about that because I thought the soft parts are the same, right? Soft parts are exactly the
soft
same.
parts in the coil are the same.
Everybody else is
But the
going
motor
pee.
and the
I gotta go
frame-
pee
The-
myself.
The motor is also the same, but
So the frame's different. So the motor is actually the same, right?
yeah, the frame's different, and we put the vent ring on it. It's basically
the motor is the same on the EV4.
yeah.
Let me know when we're talking about boners.
Yeah,
and
motors are
stuff
same. Basically, what you're getting with the EV4 is the new frame and the
clippers.
vent ring, but the price is exactly the same. It was just the only thing that I could think that I would want to change about the EV3 because it was such a great sub was the frame and the venting. You know, and that's what I did. And there's no additional cost whatsoever.
And you know, I think it's safe to say this now. The EV4 is actually available.
it is. Yeah, it just came in.
It can be purchased now.
Yeah.
Hedge
yeah.
clippers.
Some dealers probably have V3 still in stock, more than likely.
Hedge clippers.
So yeah.
I just keep saying hedge clippers.
No, I
So,
can't.
so Mr. Cash, you could probably contact the Amp Lab because I believe we have 1 or 2 that are blown here still, and they could refurbish it for you. Why did everybody stop talking? All right,
Well,
let's see here.
I'm trying to read the comments. So,
Yeah, I'm catching up.
they do have NSV NS1s.
NS1
I thought we had some
Okay,
I'm not
so
sure.
this
at the yard
ought to
sale.
be.
I thought we did.
The next time Brian feels like he's useless and he's like,
Yeah.
man, I just feel like I don't say anything. Show him this part where we got nothing.
I was supposed to answer Steve Herman too. Pictures of the Neo V3, Steve. It's going to be a little bit because I just got my drawing over to the factory. But honestly, as far as appearance, you're really not going to see that much.
Thank you, Steve. I thought there were.
Unless you're
My
really paying
apologies.
attention, it's going to look a lot like the current V2. There is going to be 2 additional magnets, but that's just because I've made other changes to utilize them. Because on the current model, the V1, V2, I reduced the magnets onto the V2 to 8. That's because with that design, 8 was the maximum that was necessary. Going to the V3 can actually utilize the 2 more magnets.
You ever take a piss that's so good it's better than sex?
Yes.
Those generally happen
Hedge
when
clippers.
you're drinking, by the way. Because you hold it in so long, and when you finally release,
Hedge
it's
clippers.
like orgasm.
What are we talking about hedge clippers for?
You missed that whole.
I do
conversation.
need a pair of
don't-
hedge. Does anyone have a pair of hedge clippers?
I don't
can
want
borrow?
to tell the story again.
Go to
I'll
Harbor
tell you
Freight.
later.
Harbor Freight.
There's someone
I need
mentioned
a
a
pair.
movie.
I gotta
so
trim up
Donnie,
some,
you have to see if there's an
uh,
S1 V2 for him now.
That shit is like growing out into.
And this one
I can probably check right now.
You got to email Donnie at sundownaudio.com.
or the Amp Lab.
If there's one in the yard sale or something.
Yeah.
Amp Lab could do the refurb.
I thought we had some, but maybe I'm wrong. But I can look.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else is going on, fellas?
We are
Fucking
just chilling. I got
So,
the
I want
The new
to.
Tremors movie,
Trimmers movie.
Shrieker Island.
When you're
Tremors.
saying Tremors. That's,
Donnie.
Is that the
Kevin, the
little-
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't like Kevin Bacon, but I love the Tremors
Oh, I
movies.
love Kevin Bacon.
I love Tremors
What's wrong with you,
movies.
Brian? Why do you like? What's
Why
your-
do you not like
Because
Kevin
he
Bacon?
reminds me of Bon Jovi, and I don't like Bon Jovi.
Why don't you like Bon Jovi?
Because I don't like.
I
either
was
of them.
just listening to Bon Jovi yesterday.
What's wrong with Bon Jovi?
I have a problem with those guys. I
the
don't
new,
know why.
the
There's no
new-
good reason for it.
The new
Okay.
The new Tremors movie has Napoleon Dynamite guy in it.
Oh,
John
shit.
Heder. Yeah.
I love the Tremors movies from like the 90s. You know?
I like the original one. Yeah.
Well, this
Yeah.
one just came out.
The
This one's
first like
brand new.
3.
It's pretty good. So in this movie, they genetically modify the graboids.
Why would anyone do that?
For sport? They basically they get a bunch of people from San Jose to like pay to hunt these things, and it's fun. So they put them on an
pretty fucking
island.
base.
They put them on an island, and they give them these guns.
Sounds
and they're like,
horrible.
we can hunt
Sounds
them.
awesome.
They're
They
in the
will.
ground.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a bad idea.
Do you know that you
It's a
can like
terrible idea.
fly from a helicopter and just like shoot wild boar?
I'm
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
I'm not
in
getting in a
Texas.
helicopter.
In
Ever.
Texas.
Imagine if
I'm not doing it.
It's like the same concept. It's like what Thomas is talking about. They took that idea and made it
Yeah.
a movie. But what's cool is
Sounds
that
pretty fucking
basically the
cool.
monsters become crazy and they realize they're in over their head, so they have to get Burt Gummer.
Of
'Cause
course they
Burt
do.
Gummer is in all of them.
Is that dude still alive?
Yeah, he's in the movie. I don't want to spoil the end of the movie, but Burt Gummer
How
is.
old is that
all
guy?
right, I gotta watch it tonight.
He's
Where,
old.
where can we watch this?
I am Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. I love.
Tremors on
I love.
Netflix?
I love that scene in the. I think it's the second movie where he's like just unloading on the graboid, and he's like, "I am completely out of ammo." He's like blood covered. He's holding his 2 guns.
He says that in every movie.
No, the first movie is they broke into the wrong bomb shelter. He has a one-liner for every movie. The second one was I'm completely out of ammo.
That's like his yeah.
Yeah. Well, in this one, he's like secluded to an island and like eating fish and stuff, and he's got like a big beard. So they have to go like find him and bring him to Shrieker Island to fight the graboids.
All right, I'm watching it
which
tonight.
which is pretty cool concept. I
You,
like that.
you can do that, Kendro. Actually, David has, I believe, pink surrounds now. You should totally hit him up.
Yeah. So
Does he really?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
you know what
cool.
my favorite horror movie? It's not a horror movie. My favorite scary movie is The Burbs.
The Burt.
I fucking
You know,
love The
so
Burbs.
Brian, I would say
That's
so it's funny because I watched The Burbs for the first time based on your recommendation.
Based.
You're locked in
last
here with
year.
us, motherfuckers, all of you.
No, they can sign off. But anyway,
You can sign off. We'll do this all.
I had
another
never
beer.
seen The Burbs. I had never seen The Burbs till Brian was like, "Dude, you got to watch The Burbs." Here's the thing, Brian.
You can check out, but you can never leave, Thomas.
I think
Yeah.
I think you're quite wrong, Brian. I
Yeah?
think it is a horror movie. I think it
Okay.
is. I think
Okay.
it is.
It's got
It's
comedy.
It,
in it.
it is a horror movie. It's about a guy.
The Neighbor's Wife is fantastic,
It's
by
about
the
a
way.
guy who finally gets a staycation, and that's horror
right.
because he can't actually enjoy it. You know, Tom Hanks is great in that movie, and it's also got the guy who was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the guy that plays the neighbor's dad.
Yeah, yeah.
He was like a crazy whack job, kind of like Burt Gummer, you know, a survivalist. And
Yep.
He's got
I
all
love
these like
it.
rations
His wife,
and REs and
though.
things.
His wife.
Yeah, that's a great movie. It also has Malachi from Children of the Corn. Malachi. guy.
I see.
That's a good movie. You guys got to watch that if you haven't.
I love The Birds.
I just
It's great.
recommended to Donnie to watch the movie Cadaver on Netflix.
So Cadaver is awesome.
It's pretty
if you guys
clever,
get a chance, it is clever. And
did you see what you like?
Well, the thing. So when I started the movie, I had this whole like idea that the victims were the audience kind of thing, because they have to put on these masks and kind of go around the hotel. The one thing I didn't like about it is there's this vast hotel, and when they leave, you see the vastness of this hotel, and you kind of wish there was more of it.
Yeah,
because it almost looks like a house. Like you see so many just like rooms and corridors that there really should be more to it. I think
they just didn't make it that far.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's kind of cool because it's like this interactive theater experience.
I kind of like the ending.
I did too, because it's almost like, is it okay to eat people?
Is it a scary
That's okay.
movie,
It's okay to. It is kind of. It's a horror movie. It's Norwegian, and it's a Norwegian horror
They
film.
speak it in English?
No, it's.
Didn't they speak Russian in the movie though?
Well, they dubbed it. Yeah, it's Norwegian and dubbed.
I thought it was Russian.
It's Norwegian. Well, it was filmed in Norway, and the director is Norwegian.
Yeah.
But Cadaver, if anyone wants to watch something cool. Oh, Dr. Giggles! Dr. Giggles!
Oh,
Dr.
yeah,
Giggles
Dr.
is so
Giggles.
cool!
Yeah.
Where Dougie Doug gets stabbed in the ear. It's like the worst
Got shot
reaction.
in the ear 19 times. Fisticuffs.
And Rubber! Salutations, Master.
Oh,
I've seen Rubber.
I've
Rubber's-
heard of that one.
Rubber's great.
Donnie has seen
Isn't that really
every-
fucked up?
Has
No,
anybody
not
watching
as fucked up
seen
as
The
you
Greasy Strangler?
The Greasy Strangler
I've
man.
seen so many horror movies. It's ridiculous.
We should. My
But I
girlfriend
love
used that
Rubber
movie.
and I love Dr. Giggles.
I've heard of Rubber.
Killer Clowns is great, and I love
Rubbers
popcorn.
do suck.
I love popcorn for the. I love Killer Clowns because there's that part where the guy's like, "What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?" And he just like uppercuts his head off, which is great. I love.
Sounds like
scary
an
movies.
'80s movie.
It is an '80s movie.
I tell you, Donnie, you're a big fan of the Halloween franchise.
It's a big fan for you.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
So I hate when people ask me that question. It really bothers me
All
because,
right.
like, well, no, hold on. So I would say, like, the first one is like the first one is essential. Like, you have to acknowledge the first one as being the greatest. But if somebody said, "Hey, you got to pick one other than one," I would pick Part 4. Part 4 was my favorite.
I really, really like the 2018 entry.
Oh, the 2018 was so good. I loved it.
It was great.
I loved the 2018 one.
Tater tots.
The sequel was supposed to like be out by now, but because of bullshit COVID.
Well, they're doing
Rona.
They're actually doing a virtual. They're doing a virtual convention.
Small
type
Soldiers
thing.
is good.
It's a good movie.
So
yeah,
Small
it is.
Soldiers. Here's the thing with Small
No,
Soldiers.
no. Finish your thought, man.
I've never seen it.
I want to talk about Halloween.
Well, hold on. First, Small Soldiers. So Small Soldiers,
All
would.
right.
Well, hold on. The Small Soldiers. A lot of people don't realize Small Soldiers is basically Gremlins 3.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that. So it's
Basically.
the same director. It's the same production company. It even has Dick Miller in it. Dick Miller was in both of the Gremlin movies. It's basically Gremlins 3, and it's
How do you
sort
know
of the same
this shit,
concept.
Donnie?
Because that's literally all I do when I
Donnie,
leave
you
here
shut
is
the
watch
fuck up with
horror
that
movies.
shit.
That's literally all I do is go home and watch horror movies all the time.
There's not a
Damn.
problem with that.
You should.
Yeah.
You should make.
Donnie
it your
likes a
wife.
thing.
Yeah.
Anyone that wants to pick on anyone for liking a thing can fuck the fuck off.
Nerd.
man.
Oh, I'm totally a nerd. Are you kidding me?
Me
I'm
You
too.
go
totally a
home and
nerd.
you mate with your wife.
I watch PewDiePie. I'm a 32-year-old man. Kind of.
I wouldn't say man. Manlet?
Like, what? And everyone's like, why? I'm like, because he's fucking funny, dude. Leave me alone.
I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but the Halloween thing. They're doing a virtual convention thing. Blumhouse is, and they're having like the actors from Halloween Kills, and they're gonna do that's the new Halloween movie that was supposed to come out this month, and it got pushed back to next year.
I see.
So they're doing like
I can't wait to see that
a
shit,
virtual Q&A of some of the actors.
What about the TNA?
Tater tots.
That comes later.
I had a
For
thought.
you.
I don't remember what the fuck it was anymore.
You're getting it. I'm making Jake a
We're Bane
poster.
posting.
Yeah, we're Bane
Like
posting.
William Shatner. Bloated sack of whiskey that he is.
I swear to God, that's one of my favorite things you've ever. You said it so aptly. I was just like, Jesus
Bloated
Christ.
sack of whiskey.
I was sitting there. I was talking about William Shatner. I was like, I don't even fucking remember what I was talking about. And I said, like William Shatner. And before I could even finish the sentence, Jake goes, I love him because he looks like a bloated sack of whiskey. Dude, I was crying.
He does.
I actually watched a movie last night with William Shatner in it. Sort of.
Did you watch
Sort of.
the movie, Johnny?
Admirable, but mistaken.
Well, yeah.
We
So like
dioed them,
so
Brian.
like
We
I
dioed
spelled
them.
that wrong. Diode.
The
Speakers.
You're looking really good here, Brian.
Yep.
Bro, totally Scotch for me.
Yeah, Scotch,
bourbon,
Scotch all the way.
Scotch.
If you would like to-
Scotch.
All right, everybody, chill. If you'd like to send us scotch whiskey, or cigars, the address is 514 West 21st Street.
I didn't tell the story about the
North
guy that gave me
Carolina.
that bourbon.
28658.
I was on vacation.
28658.
I didn't tell that guy that gave
The
me
old
some
guy.
bourbon. It was this old guy that gave me some bourbon.
I am an
when was on
Islay
vacation.
man, Mr. Jared.
Thank you,
Islay
Jared.
Scotch.
Make
I'm
sure you
heavily
make,
an
make
Islay
it
man.
out to Sundown After Dark or Sundown
I like
Podcast.
a good space side.
I like all of them.
I like
If I had to
good
pick
space
my
side.
favorite, I am an Islay man.
Yeah, they're
I like
good.
good space.
Those
But
are
I
the more
enjoy
peated ones, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I enjoy all of the Scotch. I haven't had a Scotch that I don't like
What
yet.
do those three things mean?
It's a
That's the region they're
from
made. Yeah,
where they're at.
like if you
Region
go to a
that
map
they're
of Scotland, it'll be like
Highland.
literally Islay is an area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just know that if you were to tell me Scotch or bourbon, I would say
Yeah,
definitely Scotch.
Scotland
See, I
is
really
so
like
small,
the sweetness
too.
of bourbon. I really like the
There's
sweetness
only
of
one.
bourbon.
There's only
But
one
bourbon
bourbon.
After a while, it just tastes like you're drinking syrup.
There's one bourbon that keeps me coming back, and it is the Woodford Double Oak.
Woodford.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's good.
I don't even like that anymore.
Really?
Park. We had Highland Park.
Tastes like
when we went
sugar.
to Gatlinburg. I don't know if it was the 18 year.
I mean,
That's why I can't drink rum.
I would still pick Scotch any day, but the Double Oak.
The Scotch
to me,
is the best, man.
A lot of
like
bourbons have
bourbon.
too much of a burn to them.
Gin is the worst.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
the worst
gin's
thing that's
rough.
ever made, next to a certain audio company.
Do you, Thomas? Do you remember the first time
Yeah.
I had gin? You were there with me. And
Maybe.
actually, oddly enough, Hunter was there.
Hunter.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
We went to Kickback Jack's.
Slapback Sally.
It was the only time we were able to get Hunter to go anywhere. It was just me, Thomas, and
Yeah,
Hunter.
Hunter had only ever went out to lunch. Hunter,
Are you still here, Hunter?
are you still here?
But
Hunter had only ever went out to lunch with us like 3 times. We invited that. Like Hunter, you could have been one
I
of
was
the
like,
bros,
we gotta
man.
go to the bar. We gotta go to a bar. So we went to. We sat. At
I want to take shots with Hunter.
I do
and
too.
and
Hunter, the first shot you take, you call me. I don't care if it's 3 a.m. I'm leaving my house
here's the thing.
and I'll be there.
So I always heard of people talking about was it gin and tonic or a martini or something like that.
I thought you were about to say.
No, it was like a gin and tonic. Something that has gin in it. And I've never had gin. at the
It's
time.
horrible.
I was like, and I was like,
If you ran a bunch of vodka through some fucking potpourri, that's what you're gonna get.
I was
I
like,
kind of like.
I was like,
Donnie, you shut your dirty mouth.
I was like,
What?
I kind of like
The
gin,
lady,
right?
the lady kept asking me if I wanted it dirty.
Yeah, she was asking you all these questions.
like,
you
dirty
had no
Marley.
idea.
Yeah, I
Dirty
want it
Mark.
dirty. Make it dirty. Yeah.
Brian's like,
Hey,
I like
look.
it dirty.
Hunter's a trooper. He's still here. Hunter, let's
So-
let's take
Hey,
shots, man. Shots.
Hunter.
So
Shots.
Hunter.
Shots of what?
What are these shots, man?
So I asked.
It was a
for,
martini. That's what it was. Yes.
I asked
So
for
Hunter
it,
can confirm this is.
and she
true
put
story.
olive juice in it.
Yes.
And
Makes
but
it
by the
dirty
way,
as a
so
chunk of
basically
olive.
at the end of it, it was disgusting. Whatever I drank, it
Yeah.
was completely disgusting.
So there's actually a really good gin.
It was fucking like
There is.
9 o'clock
So,
in the morning, and Brian just
Ryan
goes,
Reynolds.
"I've never had a martini."
Ryan Reynolds.
It's like Don. If you told me there's a way you can get kicked in the balls that's really
No,
great.
there's a gin that
Rochambeau.
I think it's for those of you that want to correct me if I'm wrong, but Ryan Reynolds has a gin.
You're wrong. Wrong.
It's called
Wrong.
It's called aviation.
Wrong.
Aviation.
Wrong.
Aviation.
Wrong.
China.
China.
Shane.
Gin's terrible.
I wonder who we're all voting for.
China.
Joe Jorgensen.
I'm gonna write in Burt Gummer.
Randy Marsh, 2020. I thought this was America.
Burt Gummer.
Burt Reynolds.
I will
I
probably
vote for
be
the stash.
voting
Ask-
tomorrow. If
ask
not
Blamer.
tomorrow, Thursday.
Guess
Yeah.
I'll vote when I come back
I
on
guess.
vacation.
I guess I'm gonna do it when.
Brian, you know your rats.
I think I have to do it.
I do know.
And you should all vote too.
Oh, y'all.
Burt
Even though it
Gummer.
doesn't matter anymore.
2020.
Yeah. What the fuck?
My grandpa was on the fucking beach. No, what? Normandy?
Normandy?
Normandy.
We barely remember.
Whoa!
He literally, people were dying by the boatload.
That was
Literally.
That was a shitty situation.
He was the only survivor of the people on that boat. He lived to die of a heart attack.
Because of him, you're here.
And because of him, I'm here. What did he fight for?
He voted.
He voted. Motherfuckers. Go vote!
Steve Herman, I still like you, bro. It's cool.
We probably shouldn't talk
I
about
I
that.
often vote
I talk about it all I
libertarian.
want.
No, we should talk about horror movies.
Yeah.
I love horror movies.
Yeah, we should probably change the
Steve's
subject.
cool.
How
I
does
don't-
everybody
Steve's
feel
cool. I
about
don't even
Fright
care.
Night.
I don't care what Thomas says about
love
Steve
Wait, wait,
Herman.
so how about this?
I'm just kidding,
Who?
Steve.
What is
Steve
it-
Irwin?
Steve Herman.
What
Steve
is,
Herman.
I'm just making a joke about it.
Who's Steve Herman?
what is
He's a guy. He's cool.
what is everybody
You've met-
doing
you've
for
met
Thanksgiving? Donnie.
Thanksgiving.
I see
God
you, Steve.
damn it.
Halloween?
Halloween.
So Halloween, we
Jesus
can't
Christ.
go anywhere this year, and my wife and I, we just went on a vacation. Oh, I didn't tell the old guy story. I got to tell the old guy story. That one's really good.
Yes.
He's out of nowhere meddling. That's Thomas.
Anyway,
come
Donnie.
I'm not planning on. Well, I'm gonna get a projector, and we're gonna watch horror movies on my house or
Sweet.
Jake's house.
All right.
I gotta tell you something, man. I would rather put a ZVX in my car than drink freaking goddamn gin again.
Try that aviation.
I don't think so, Jim.
Try aviation. If you try aviation and you don't like it,
Steve Herman said you yelled at him, Thomas. He's the guy that looks like Steve Carell from The Office. That's our customer.
Thomas got drunk and yelled at me.
Do you not
my
remember he
first
looks like
time
Steve
at
Carell?
Sundown.
yeah.
Was I
But
drunk?
it's weird because he has a beard now.
Steve-
he has a
Steve,
beard now. He actually
listen.
came up to me and talked to me at the Sundown show. And he's like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I'm like, "What are you all about, bro? Who are you?"
Steve.
He's in disguise. Steve Herman's in disguise now.
Steve. Can I call you Steve? Is that okay?
It's cool, bro.
I'm going to call you Steve.
Yay, Steve.
All right.
I yell at everyone.
Steve's a cool guy.
Okay.
Jake, what are you doing?
It just
for
doesn't
Halloween?
matter. I'm sorry.
That's my wife's birthday.
It's
so-
just,
Oh, that's right.
and
you
her
know.
brother's birthday.
What are you doing for Halloween,
Jesus.
Thomas?
I don't know.
You want to come over and watch horror
Do-
movies
hey,
with me?
Thomas, do
Probably
kids-
not.
Do kids go? Do
Because
kids
you
walk up to
never
your house?
come over.
Thomas, do kids walk up to your house on the? I keep,
No,
I
not my
keep
new
wanting to
house.
say
My old house,
Thanksgiving.
yes. Not my new house.
All right.
Not my new house. It's too hard to get to my new house. But Steve.
He jawed.
I apologize.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember people. I really don't. I have a horrible thing with memory. My father has it. Jacob has it. Like, I don't remember people. I'm sorry. And when I talk, I just yell.
Thomas, you know what's really funny? If you had to, like, if you look at me, you're like, there's no way that guy speaks Spanish. You look at Steve Herman, you're like, there's absolutely no way that guy speaks Spanish. We both do.
All right. So, Steve, for real, next time you see me, bring this up, then I might remember you.
He'll still forget. He will still forget.
There we go. There we go. That was a good time, Steve.
You're gonna have to tell me which time that was, Steve.
All right.
So, Thomas Pickles, which amp are you most proud of? Man, you know that the amp thing is a hard question for me. It's going to be my U.S.-made amplifiers whenever they get done. But if I had to tell you which amplifier that I've sold in the company history that I've gotten the most enjoyment out of, personally, gosh, you know, it's probably the original 200.4.
Oh,
The
yeah.
giant Class AB 4-channel.
Big
The
old boy.
surfboard, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait
You
for
can
the
still
new
get
American
those.
stuff.
You can
The
still get
American made
those.
shit. I can't wait for it.
Can't you still get those at Wolfers has those, right?
They
Not
might.
anymore.
They
They're-
might.
They're probably got out of them now.
I know they had them for a long
And speaking of Steve Herman, he has them.
time.
Steve.
I have one for sale right now.
Yep, there we go. Steve Herman for sale.
We're at 2 hours. Let's go ahead and end this. I got things to do today.
Steve,
before we-
I'm about to
What are you doing?
add him on Facebook.
You'll be friends with Steve Herman.
I'm gonna be
I
friends
didn't
with
tell
Steve
my
Herman.
old guy's story.
Oh, all right. Let's
Oh.
hear old guy's
well,
story.
no, now you've already.
Let's do
You
it.
got to be
We'll
his friend
save
to
it.
see more.
We'll save it for next time.
That's fine.
How come
So-
you? Hey, look at this shit.
What are you doing, Tom?
I look for Steve Herman and I see
Just-
add friend. I see add friend.
yeah, it's gonna be
As
fun.
in, we're not friends right
Good night,
now.
everybody.